Well, I guess this is basically the third installment, right? The trilogy, the Expeditions trilogy here. Conquistador, Viking, and finally we have Rome. So, I had a lot of fun with the Expeditions games, so I'm sure Rome will be just as good, if not better than the others. And I don't know, I always liked the Roman mythology. I thought like the history and like the time period, the setting, pretty cool. I was always fascinated with it, so I'm sure the gameplay will definitely reflect that, you know. So I don't want to say I have high hopes for this or something, you know, but I guess experience playing the previous two games, this one's got to be good, right? It has to be. There's no. I really doubt it could be not as good or somehow worse. I don't see that happening, so looking forward to this playthrough of Expeditions Rome here. Well, I got that little intro out of the way. Well, I mean, I don't have a continue or load game, so alright. First time playing. Oh, well, since I already know what's happened, let me duck out of sight. Also, I need to see where's a good webcam placement. I believe last time we did, I wasn't here. I was like up here somewhere in like the top left-ish, but I don't know exactly where to put the webcam, so let's just find a good spot for it. But I'm gonna duck out because there's, well, you'll see in just a second.
In the year of Lucius Licinius Lucullus, Rome was prosecuting several wars of self-defense, most notably in Greece, where Lucullus himself was commanding the legions. With everyone's gaze directed at the provinces, few could have known that a seemingly inauspicious event in Rome would become the central fulcrum around which the fate of the Republic would turn. The paterfamilias of a venerable patrician house had passed away unexpectedly, and a senator by the name of Vitellius Scaevola had made a bid for the hand of his eldest child. His widow alone believed that Scaevola had poisoned her husband and now strove to take his place and claim his property through marriage. Acting in secret, the widow arranged for her youngest child to be taken out of their villa in the dead of night and smuggled out of Rome.
Oh, so that's, oh, hey, I think we might get like full-on voice acting in this game. Does that mean I don't have to narrate every single dialogue, every single line of text in this game? Let's go! Sweet, and then I guess that's like the opening cutscene. And now to create my character. Well, I did experiment a little bit with the character creation here, so this probably won't take as long since I, you know, think I have it. Well, it basically comes down to, well, I mean, I guess I can always go with, you know, good old, what is that? Good old, what? You know, good old Fortinbras here. I mean, I can always do that, but I don't know. I mean, first name, right? I mean, we can go male or female. Interesting enough, I went to female and it said here, women were not given first names, so I can't even can't go with well, technically I still can, but if that's part of whatever in Roman society, okay, so again, I don't know how historically accurate or, you know, you know what? I'm going to assume that they did their research, right? Let's go in this giving them the benefit of the doubt that they actually did research. And there is some historical context to this. Still pretty much, you know, in a certain, the game is put in a historical setting, but obviously how it plays out is, you know, highly fictional, you know, just like Conquistador and Vikings before this. So, but well, anyways, as I was saying, well, my last character, I in the first game, I went with, you know, Conquistador. My leader was, well, me, I guess, Fortinbras. Then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna, for the second game, Viking, I'm like, you know what, I could, you know, create, my character again, right, or, you know, my name here, but I'm like, I wanted to go in a different direction here, so I'm like, well, guess we'll go with, Varric and Alexis, you know, so, and I had Alexis as my, my Thagan, my leader, my commander in Viking here, Alexis. I was able to create another character, and I got Varric, so, I mean, do we want Varric or Alexis? I did, again, there were research. The portraits, there's not a lot of good ones, I would say, so it's like hard to like really determine, like, I don't know if you can do your custom portraits. I know in the Viking game you were able to do like custom portraits, or there was an option for custom portraits. I don't know if you can do it in Expeditions Rome here, so. But yeah, unfortunately all the portraits are like, well, first of all, Alexis is supposed to have blonde hair, and there is no female portrait that shows a character with blonde hair, so it's like, well, that's unfortunate. Not a lot of good male portraits either. Like, which one looks closely to what Varric looks like? I mean, this one here, I think, this one's probably the one I thought, like, yeah, you know, but I don't know if I want to make a... I think I'd rather have Alexis as my leader than Varric. Reasons, I don't know. Honestly, I mean, okay, if I go by, you know, Varric is what? He's just gonna be like a swordsman, a mercenary, you know, just kind of like, I don't want to say your standard swords master, but yeah, at least if I roleplayed as Alexis, she's a sorceress. Easy. She's a magic user. Okay, there's probably not going to be any magic in this game, right? But, you know. Hey, I did... in Viking, she had witchcraft. She was like a witch doctor, a shaman, or whatever they had. So that was like the closest to being like kind of like a mage type character in Expeditions Viking. I make Varric, that's it. He's just gonna be the sword master. Like, that's it. That's all that's like his greatest stat, you know? I can't really do anything else for him. And I kind of like playing like a ranged character. Like, she used what? She used like the little sling weapon, and she had the witchcrafting as her like one of her main like primary like skills I use. So I kind of want to make Alexis again, and the best portrait I could think, well, again, there's no female portrait with like blonde hair, which is that. The closest one I could think of that what makes it would be, where is it? This one, only because she has like that arrogant look on her face, and yeah, that's kind of what Alexis would probably, her portrait would be. While Varric is like the silent, you know, swordsman, he's kind of just, you know, whatever. Also, you don't really see his face, really. Alexis is more, I would say she's probably more like, I guess more arrogant. I don't know. That's how I envision like both of the characters. Oh, hair color has to be blonde, so I'll do that. I can't give her a first name. I guess nickname. That's like the right. I mean, I can't. I'm not able to give a first name here. So the nickname would be the best choice. And then, family name. Okay, you can't come up with your own last name. You just have to go with whatever that's here that's given to you, right? Valeria. I mean, that's not bad. Is there anything else that looks interesting? Tarpeia, Cestia, Romelia, Quintilia. I don't know. These are. I'm gonna just say this, just like the last game, the last. If these are like going to be very like Roman names, I'm gonna butcher it. I'm not gonna even try to pronounce it correctly, or you know, I'll give it my best effort, but I am most likely going to like butcher any pronunciation. Lucretia? I don't know. Aquili? I don't know. You know what? Let's go with this one. This was fine. Valeria. Whatever. I don't care. Family name. I just want my leader's name, so I know. Because I can't give a first name for a female here. I guess I have to go with the nickname. Blonde hair, right? Hairstyle, loose. Single braid, none of those. Loose it is. She'll have long hair, blonde. Body height, average. Very short to very tall. Average. I mean, those are all the options you get, you know, so I don't have to really mess around with too much, so that's fine, I guess. Feel like the last game, the last expedition had a little bit more like customizable options. Whatever. I guess okay. Well, I guess we'll go with Alexis again as the leader of the expedition. Again, I will make her. I will still stick with. She will be a ranged combat mage type character. So I mean, again, there's probably not gonna be any magic in this game. I would be surprised if there was. Maybe there might not be any witchcraft, but could be. Well, I will try to make her as close to like a mage character as I possibly can, you know. So most likely gonna have to be like a range type character, right? So I don't know. I mean, let's see. We're talking about the Roman period, so archery might be the close. I mean, I have to use a ranged weapon, right? I guess if there's like a weapon, like a staff as a weapon, I guess I could go with that. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Confirm. I mean, this all looks good. Female. I like that portrait. Character. Rhetorical style. Okay, what is this? Each of these 3 perks unlocks unique dialogue options to persuade other people in different situations. Think about what kind of character you want to roleplay. and choose your rhetorical style accordingly. During the story, you may get a chance to master a second technique. Oh, here we go. So these gives you the unique dialogue options. Okay, so I can only pick from one of these, right? Ethos, the art of using the power of your authority or your abilities to get your way. Logos, the art of convincing someone with sound, logical arguments and reasoning. Pathos, the art of winning people over using stirring rhetoric or emotional manipulation. Well, oh, this one's boring. Who wants to use logic here to convince people? Logos, forget. Ethos, power of your authority or your abilities. Yeah, I guess if my leader was capable in her abilities and her seat of power, that would be a good one. But I'm kind of leaning towards pathos here. Emotional manipulation. That's something Alexis would try to do. It's either pathos or ethos. I'm not going for this. I'm not going logos. So it says I can master a second one, so I guess I can go ethos as the game progresses. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. Pathos. Winning people over using... I saw this, I'm like, that's exactly what she would try to do, Alexis. See, if it was Varric, I would go with ethos, you know, my abilities, right? He's an accomplished swordsman, so that would make sense. But how will history remember you? Oh, this is difficulty level. Okay. I think I've always played it on the, default, the normal difficulty. I'm like, I don't know what to expect. I don't want it to be, I'm not playing easy. That's a joke. But like, I'm not going to try to play it on the hardest difficulty and get like utterly destroyed. But I feel like I've been playing on normal the last 2 games. I think it's time to like, okay, you know what? F it. Let's go for a little bit more of a challenge here. We'll play on hard. Obviously, if I get a game over, or I lose followers, like they die, I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to I'm gonna restart anyway. So, but I guess like. Alright, let's go for a little bit more. Let's up the difficulty a little bit, right? Let's not just take it. Normal was too easy, Let's go for a more of a challenge here. I'm not playing on the hard. That's insane. That's not happening. And we're not playing on easy. I don't care for like that's a joke. So I guess we'll go on hard. I could read them all. I mean, fine. What do we got here? Easy. Augustus, the heir of Caesar, became the first emperor of Rome. Augustus started his career with an enormous fortune and many allies. On this setting, you will have what you need to succeed, and your mistakes will not be punished harshly. Caesar. Normal, a legendary general and politician. Caesar conquered Gaul and nearly became emperor of Rome before his political opponents assassinated him. If you choose this setting, you will be challenged, but you are likely to rise to greatness. Pompeius, hard. Considered one of the greatest commanders of his time, Pompeius was a friend of Caesar's who opposed him in a bloody civil war. Caesar defeated him and he fled to Egypt, where he was killed. On this setting, your difficulties will be great, but your victories all the sweeter. See, I like that. See, I like that description. Crassus, insane. Though he was the wealthiest man in Rome, Crassus was always jealous of the military success of his peers. This drove him to lead an invasion of Parthia, where he was soundly defeated and executed. If you choose this setting, you will be shown no mercy and you may not prevail. Well, that's enough to scare me away from insane difficulty. Combat death. I mean, again, I would imagine if I get any of my guys killed, that's a restart. So I guess we'll leave it on for the realism. You know, if I get any of my followers dead, I will 100% reload or restart. You know. What is this? Pacification encounters are mandatory combat mission. You would not lose out on any narrative by disabling these. Tutorial pacification mission must still be completed. I guess we'll just leave it on. I don't know. Iron Man, I'm not doing any Iron Man challenges. Restricts you to a single save that you will regularly be regularly overwritten by autosaves. Your save is not deleted upon death, but you must live with your mistakes. Yeah, we're not playing Iron Man. Auto manage Praetorians. What is this? Automate skill and equipment choices for non-story Praetorians to reduce the amount of management needed. Not recommended on hard or insane difficulty. I guess turn that off. I mean, I'll just do it myself, kind of a thing. Alright, so. Alright, play on the hard. Let's go for the hard challenge. Hard difficulty here.
Did you hear me, Domina? Your body is surely present, but your mind seems somewhere else.
Oh, well, my webcam is blocking part of my character's portrait here, which is like, I can see the full portrait of her. I'm not sure. Should we put this in the top left or top right then? Let me get through this first dialogue and see where we should, I don't want to block any, you know, dialogue or portraits with the webcam here, so. Nice! And if there's voice acting, I don't have to read every single line of dialogue. Let's go! Oh, I do have options to respond here. Okay, I'm sorry, old friend. I guess I'm still thinking about what happened. I'm just stunned by the beauty of this sea. Look at how blue it is. I feel like I'm out of my depth. What will I do here?
Our departure was very sudden, I know. But do not dwell on the past. Better to focus on what's coming at you. I asked the Triarchus how close we are to Lesbos, but he would not give me a straight answer.
Still just claims we are close to our destination. I wish we never had to leave Rome. The sooner I can wet my blade, the better I'll feel.
We had no choice. Whether you like it or not, Rome is your home no longer. It is up to you, however, to make it your home again. Will you check with the Triarchus? Hopefully he will give you a clearer answer. He told me his name is Geminus.
You just need to use a little more charm. Make him like you. I'll see if I can tease some information out of him. Oh, pathos! Oh, that's one of my... That's my thing that I selected. Oh, and this is the other thing. Ethos and logos. Oh, I can't even select these other two options. Maybe he will respond better to someone with real authority. My family is paying for this trip after all. I can't even select these because I don't have that, dialogue option. Oh, okay. Yeah, also, I didn't even get a chance to select, like, my character's, like, skills and all that stuff. So, I guess I don't get that option when we create the character. Yeah, the last game you were able to select all those options. That's why it took longer to like create my character in the Expeditions Viking. I'm like, oh well, so I had to look through all this to see like what did I want for my character. I just created my character's appearance and look, and then I got to pick which dialogue option, what rhetorical, what was it? I forgot what it was called, but. The man may genuinely not know our position. I will see if I can help him work it out.
You do have a way of speaking to people's emotions. I'm sure he'll be more helpful to you. You should also go and thank Quintus Aquilinus. I do believe he saved our lives with his timely appearance at the villa.
There are so few passengers on this galley. We left so quickly, my mother and sister. Thank you for coming with me. Cineros. Let's see if Geminus knows where we are.
Your mother paid Geminus handsomely to set off in great haste under cover of night. 2 others did board with us, also bound for Lesbos. Young Gaius has been pacing impatiently over there, wearing grooves into the deck. There was a gladiator too, but I don't know where he went.
Oh, at least the dialogue is still in line with the other Expeditions game, and I get to pick like how I want to, I guess these are questions, so I can still like speak to this guy, and this probably just ends the dialogue. You select that bottom option.
Do not worry. The Vitellius brothers have no reason to do them any harm. Besides, you cannot save them by worrying. Focus on the task ahead. Thank you for bringing me along. It will be wonderful to see my homeland again.
This quest markers point you towards your mandatory objectives and your optional objectives. Oh. Okay. Goals. Quest menu. Press J to open. Use WASD to paint a hand. You can also rotate the air with the middle mouse button. Press F to make the camera follow your character again. Okay, so these are basically stuff I've used in the previous game. Okay, press J to open up the quest menu.
You found your sea legs quickly, Domina.
Hey, get back here.
You handle the sea better than most. I'm glad.
Centurio, I want to thank you for your timely arrival at my villa. We were never formally introduced, Centurio. I am Valeria Alexis. Who's this?
The timing was fortunate, but there is no need to thank me. The consul sent me to get you. Please, call me Kaiser, if it's not too familiar.
Not Aquilina. I don't know. Then you can call me Alexis. Can we go over the plan? Our departure was far too hasty to discuss our course of action.
My subordinates call me Centurio. My superiors call me Aquilinus. My friends call me Kaiser.
Kaiso.
With all due respect, I'd better not.
Ah.
Ah, she did not keep you apprised. Your mother has secretly been making arrangements with the consul. You will, of course, not participate in the war in any capacity. You are a woman.
How dare you! How dare you question my my combat abilities. What? Of course, I'm just here to keep a low profile until things settle down at home. I will not sit around in the consul's tent like some item of decoration. I am well aware of that. Why should I not experience adventure? I can fight better than most of your men. I don't even know what's going on. Like, what's happening? I think the prologue basically had my character sent away because my Rome was being overtaken by like another guy. I'm not sure. I guess I'll just say the option 1 here.
The war camp of Lucullus is the safest possible place for you. Trust me, you'll be treated with utmost respect. One word of advice. I know Lucullus is a friend of your family, but remember, he is the consul, elected by the people to rule all of Rome. It's best if you don't act too familiar with him in front of his men.
What is your relationship with Lucullus? Have you talked to any of the other passengers? I should talk to the Triarchus.
For many years, I was the primus pilus of Legio Prima Italica, which he commands. He needed someone he could trust to get you out of Rome and keep you safe.
I mean, at least there's voice acting, so I don't have to try to like pronounce and most likely butcher all these words and names here. Thank goodness. Will you be returning to your position when we reach Lesbos?
That position has already been filled by one of my Centuriones. A good man, easily up to the task. My job now is to watch your back and help you settle into your new life.
I'm honored to have you with me. I haven't asked for a nursemaid. I'm sorry you had to abandon your position for this.
Don't be. I serve the consul, and he has well earned my loyalty. I had a brief talk with that gladiator who boarded before us, just to make sure he won't give us any trouble. He seems to have vanished, though. The young man over there, Gaius, is apparently the nephew of the other consul, Marcus Aurelius Cotta. He's here to become a tribunus, a mostly ornamental position intended for young patricians to learn about military affairs.
Solway.
Sal. I don't believe we have been properly introduced. My name is Valeria Alexis. Haven't seen you boarding the ship. I am Valeria Alexis. Are you one of Kaiso's men?
It is a pleasure. I am Gaius Julius Caesar.
What? Is that how you pronounce it? Gaius Julius Caesar? He didn't say that. What? Have we been pronouncing his name wrong all this time? Julius Caesar? I don't. Is this the one and only? Well, Matt, this is all quite new to me. Mind if I ask you a few questions? Pleased to meet you, Gaius. Let us talk later.
Not at all. But keep in mind, I'm not the most experienced soldier either.
Where are you from? Why did you join the Legion? How many wars did you fight in? This is my first military assignment. Do you have any advice?
I was born in Rome, but they say my family is from Alba Longa. That's a long story, my friend. Suffice to say, the powers that be are not fond of me. I have decided that staying in Rome could be, shall we say, hazardous to my health. To be honest, this will be my first proper battle. I did study a lot, though, and therefore I am well versed in matters of strategy and tactics. If you don't play an important part, you will be torn apart. My father used to say. I guess that was his way of telling me to be brave and hopefully not stupid.
Oh.
I heard she's running from a senator who wants her dead. Shh! Keep your voice down.
Wow. Even these random NPCs have stuff to say. Nice. and they say it, so I have to like read what they're saying. I mean, that's already an improvement.
What is he looking for?
He's been like this all morning.
That's already an improvement having voice acting in this game. Finally, after 3 Expeditions games, we got like more voice. Okay, the second game had a little bit, but it wasn't fully voice acted, right? There was only like certain parts. So hopefully there's going to be voice acting all the way through in this game. I sure hope that this is not they do this in the beginning, and then after a while they're like, oh, we ran out of budget, we couldn't afford any more voice actors to like narrate the rest of the the game here. So hopefully that's not the case, but so far, I mean, everything's been voice acted, so. Salve Geminus, wasn't it? Are you busy? I have a question for you. Look at me when I talk to you.
What? Yes, Geminus. Salve. I'm a little preoccupied.
It's a very fine galley you have here. I will almost be sad to step off it when we reach Lesbos. Do you have our destination in sight? Again, this is the only one I can pick. I can't select the other two. I mean, I guess I'll read what the other options were. I will remind you that until we reach our destination, you work for me. You have been paid to take me and my contingent to Lesbos within a certain time. When will we arrive? The wind has been rather still today, hasn't it? I've noticed the oars have been out since early in the morning. Is that what's causing our delay?
Ah, thank you. I work hard to keep her in good condition. We should be at our destination just after midday, so please enjoy the rest of your journey. Wait.
Do you finally see Lesbos on the horizon? What is it?
A ship. They're headed straight towards us. They're gonna ram.
Get your father's weapons. Let's see if you're as formidable a woman as Lucullus said.
What the heck? Oh, man!
Gaius, are you alright?
I'm fine, Kenturio.
Form up! Let's get these pirates off our ship!
Oh. Preparation phase. Before combat begins, you will often have time to organize your Praetorians. Okay, my Praetorians are like the followers. Okay. Got it. Right into a formation within an area highlighted in blue. Simply click on one of your Praetorians, then click where you want. Okay, stuff I know. All right. Generally going to need to put your heavy infantry in front and your archers in support behind them. When you're ready, click N turn button or press N. Wait, I didn't even get to choose what my leader, what her specialization is. What is she? I would like to be like a mage, you know. A ranged character here. I guess this is the tutorial, so I guess we have to get through the tutorial. Then I can probably like spec my character how I want, right? Okay. Ordering characters during combat. Move a ranged character a few hexes towards an enemy, shoot, and then move back again. Yeah, I think you could do that in the last game, so. Free to swap between characters during your turn. One character can move, another can move and attack, and then the first character can attack. You can even move or attack with a character while another character is still moving. Try it out. Fend off the pirate boarding party. I mean, it says here preparation phase. Oh, the combat log is here. Okay, you know what? I don't know, but I think I'm gonna put this webcam up here for now. Yeah, let's put it in the top left. Unless there's something in the top left, but I don't see it. I mean, I see victory conditions in the top right. I don't want to. Combat log is the bottom left here, so. Okay, Archer says support. He's heavy, and then I'm a patrician. I don't even know what that means. Ah, fuck it. And start the battle! To attack an enemy, first select which skill to use. Each skill cannot be used more than once per turn. Many skills require your action point to use, and some have limited charges per encounter. Okay. Again, stuff I already know from playing the previous game, so okay. So let's use it. Here, Queso, he's in heavy. Queso or Kaiso, whatever. How do I move him? Also, are these the enemies? These guys? Okay, so what if I just like... What does he have here? He got a sword and a shield. Was that it? Can I do anything else? I think that was it for him. I can punch someone, or I can just use my sword that I have, I guess. Whenever you kill or incapacitate an untrained character, such as civilian, in this case, Jim Knight, the character who dealt the final blow will regain their attack action. Remember that any given skill can be used only once per turn, and action points cannot be saved for the next turn. Try to finish off any untrained enemy with a character who will still have a skill left to use in that same turn. So what does that mean? Can I move again, or? Okay, hide behind him because he has a shield. What does he have? A bow. Crippling shot. Aimed shot. Well, if I know anything about archers, they suck in the beginning of the game. So the chances of him actually hitting someone, I mean, how do I see the accuracy to hit? What does it say? Oh, 100%. Okay. What about this? What is this? Interrupt. Okay, I'm gonna use an aimed shot then. Click that. Aimed shot. Status effects. Why does it show up in the top left? Okay, I'll just read it. Any status effect applied to a character will show up in their tooltip. Number indicates the remaining duration in combat rounds, whilst the bars indicate how severe the effect is. Status effects can be positive, negative, or neutral. To get more information, press E to open a list of the status currently affecting a character. Okay, I see it. Okay. Untrained. Harried. Okay. Interesting.
You're deadly with that thing. I've lived other lives before this one.
Nice. So he's a spear guy. Nice. Okay, I know how that. He's just a sword and shield archer. I just have a sword. I have an unarmed. Oh man, you killed that guy. He was down. He stabbed him to death. Oh, what the heck? You can do that? Dude, he stabbed the guy that I incapacitated. Oh, okay, well.
Where's that gladiator who boarded with us?
Up there!
Never underestimate the value of an impressive entrance.
Shields. Shields can block a certain amount of damage every turn unless the shield stays there. Shield damage does not overload the character's health. Some attacks will be deflected entirely by shields, which means the target would not even lose. Okay, well, shields are. I mean, shields are defensive. Status effect strong, which regenerates shield strength at the beginning of each hit. Every time a shield takes a hit, one stack of strong is removed, reducing the amount of shield strength restored in future turns. Best way to deal with an enemy shield is to hit it with multiple low damage attacks until strong status is completely removed. Avoid shooting shield bearers with arrows while they still have their shield strength left to deflect with. Okay.
just lie down and rest my eyes.
One of your characters has been incapacitated. This will likely happen often. Combat death is enabled. Incapacitated Praetorians begin to do that. Stabilize them with badges with the aid skill that every character has. Or with the aid skill that every character has with an arm, or you will lose them forever. Incapacitated Praetorians who have not bled out will get back on their feet after combat, but will almost certainly suffer a lasting injury, which must be treated in camp or while you travel. If you take down an enemy with an attack that deals more than double the damage, then the enemy will be instantly slain. This cannot happen to your Praetorians. So how do I heal? What's the option? Do I have a bandage? Heal? I got nothing. I'm just gonna put him next to this guy, cause you know.
Somebody should stop this bleeding. I can tell you how.
Okay, how do I do that? Attack of opportunity. Okay, I already know what this is. Okay, if you move out of a hex that's adjacent to an enemy wielding a melee weapon, they will get an attack. Watch for a red arrow along your path to see if you get attacked. Each character can make one attack of opportunity. Okay. First of all, I didn't even mean to move him. I wanted to, like, bandage this guy. How do I do that? Where's he? Oh my god. I don't see, I don't have like a bandage thing or whatever. Whatever, you know, I just kill these guys. Yeah, punch him! Alright, there we go.
Hades cannot contain me.
Abstract concept? Or I'm bleeding to death.
Oh. This is worse than the time with the leopard.
Morale. Why am I blocked? I don't know. Character just failed a morale check, making them behave erratically. The morale of your people is based on their approval of you, while enemies can get a flat bonus to their morale for each leader they have in the fight. Whenever a character is killed or incapacitated, all their allies lose a little morale. Certain skills, such as fighting, can reduce a character's morale further, while other skills can increase it. Morale is reset at the beginning of every encounter. Okay, there's morale. Every time a character's morale changes, random number from is generated, and if the number exceeds the character's morale, they get a negative status effect. Characters cannot fail morale checks if they are at 0 morale or above. The lower their morale is at the time, the worse the status effect will be.
Just one more left! Come on! We can do this!
Oh, victory! Uninjured? Oh, okay, I guess no more injured. I mean, I don't think anyone can die. I'm assuming this is the tutorial, so okay, I got some guys down, but I can't lose in the tutorial, right? Alright, nice.
Back to Neptune's asshole, barbarians!
The Triarch has run us straight into the pirate ambush, Spearman. Allow me to execute him right here and right now. This traitor must be working with them.
I believe so as well. It's too great a coincidence. We're sailing to join a war against pirates. It's not so surprising that we should be attacked by pirates on our way.
Don't be naive. This was no random attack. They were out for blood.
It is quite unusual for pirates to attack any ship, let alone a heavily armed Roman galley. They prefer to attack lightly defended coastal towns instead. It's less risky and more profitable.
Well, let's go talk to the man.
Can I loot the dead bodies for stuff? Is that a thing? How do I do that? I want to loot their dead bodies for stuff. I mean, you could do that in the last game, so I'm like, is that not allowed? I guess it's not allowed.
Geminus, you steered us into a trap.
What do you have to say for yourself?
I had nothing to do with it, I promise. They came out of nowhere.
Silence! You utter nonsense! By Mars, it is the sea! How can anyone come from nowhere?
We cannot execute a man based on no evidence. Besides, we need our Triarchus to make it safely ashore.
What do you say, kid? What do you think we should do?
Why are you asking me? You are the Primus. This kind of decision is your responsibility. Why do you want him dead, Gladiator? Gaius and pirates don't attack ships as you say. Why should these ones make an exception? He needs to be executed! What's done is done. There is nothing to gain from executing the Triarchus now.
I'm just a humble Canturio, albeit a particularly well-dressed one. Lucullus has greater plans for you. Your father's dead. The time to rely on others to make difficult decisions for you is gone.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just question everyone and see their take on this. needs to be done here.
We are close to our destination, and we can reach it without him. If there is a possibility that he is working with the enemy, we cannot risk to let him live. Mercy, doubt, hesitation. These are all openings that the enemy can exploit to kill you. This man's value to us is far less than the threat he may pose.
We are, many of us, important people, on our way to join the action against Lesbos. Is it not conceivable that the rebels heard of us? The Kingdom of Pontus is known to sponsor pirates, to harass and weaken Rome. I do not believe we have any reason to suspect Artriarchus of colluding with them.
I mean, first of all, this is Gaius Julius Caesar. Am I am I to believe this is the actual Julius Caesar before he became, you know, well, yeah, so I don't know. I kind of want to listen to Bestia, this gladiator guy. He makes more sense. Like, why would these pirates randomly attack a ship? This guy must have gotten paid off. I can't trust anyone. I've been excommunicadoed. I've been exiled from my home for my own safety here, and now I need to go back to reclaim what's rightfully mine. I think that's how the story goes. This guy got in my way. He's the first one that needs to go. Think about it. We're in the Roman times. If you want to survive in this harsh historical time period, you have to make tough decisions like this. He needs to be executed.
No tolerance for failure. Very well. Let us hope you will hold yourself to the same standard.
I am here to succeed, not to fail. Exactly! I am bound by honor and duty. No Roman would dare ignore these.
No one intends to fail. Yet, inevitably, even the gods fail.
No, I had no way of knowing, please.
I told you! Keep silent!
Rowers, up the tempo! And keep your eyes open.
Oh, hey. Oh, I think I saw my morale of followers went up and down when I made that decision there. My Praetorians. Oh, what is this? I'm back into the character creation. Choose your okay, now I get to choose my character's class. What her combat capability is. Okay, here we go. Wow, so it just gave me that tutorial fight just to see how. Okay, I mean, I kind of understand how the combat plays. I mean, I played the other two games and it's like similar enough. What is this? Valus, speed and unpredictable, light infantry, subclasses, assassin, duelist, brawlers. What the heck? Choose starting skill. Sample equipment. What the fuck is this? Okay, wait. So okay, first of all, I have 4 classes to pick from here, right? I see these 4. That's it. That's all I see. Okay, so what's the first one here? Princeps. Princeps. Okay. Heavy armor, sturdy tower shields. Give Rome's frontline infantry unparalleled survivability. The Princeps is the most straightforward class to play. Oh, really? This one says nothing. Veles. Okay. Okay. Subclasses for this: a defender, a vanguard. Okay, so this is basically, I'm gonna call this the tank class here. Basically, the frontliner, frontline fighter. Okay. Best armor, heavy armor, shield provides. So this is basically your front liners, okay? What's this? Assassin duelist, bro. Okay, so it's basically like light infantry, and they basically are there to like secure the kill, if you will. You know, these guys go in first to tank damage, and these guys come in to like finish them off, basically. Okay, I mean, well, that's not what my... I don't want to be either one of these. What else do we have here? What's this? This is Sagittarius. Ability to strike at a distance makes archers very flexible. Hampered only by shields which deflect their... Archer class! Okay, I see. Archer, okay. Marksman, hunters, snipers. Okay, so... I do have an archer class here. Okay. I might have to go archer if there's no, like, quote-unquote mage type class. Oh, here we go. Triarius. Third line of a Roman legion can reduce the effectiveness of enemies and improve the performance of their allies. Oh, here we go. Medic? Flag bearers, destroyers. Oh, what is this? Maybe this is the class here. Subclasses. Control the battle by buffing allies and moving enemies. Deliver devastating attacks that damage enemy armor. These are the only 4 classes I could pick. I mean, I guess it has to be this one, right? Triarius? I mean, I guess it could be Sagittarius, an archer, but... maybe this one makes the most sense. I just rally my Praetorians, and they do all the heavy lifting. After all, I am the leader. I'm not gonna get my hands dirty, am I? Oh. Medic? Probably not a medic. I don't know. Flag bearer. I mean, this is a buff. Wait, so... I'm confused. So, I can only pick one of these? Like, how does this work? I'm only allowed to pick one. What? So, I mean, I guess this is just like, this is your... So wait, this you pick the main class you want, and then you can choose one of these starting skills or the subclasses. But can I go to another one, or you had? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just do medic healer, even though that's not exactly Alexis. She's a sorceress here. She's supposed to be like do damage with like magic. But there is no mage class, so like this is the next best thing. I guess I can be like a healer and like, or buff my allies, you know. I don't need to be. I'm not gonna be the Varric would have been like, you know, freaking like this class 100%, like a defender or I don't know, vanguard or I don't know, something like that, right? Not really an archer. That's not like a magic user. It's an archer. So this is the only one that makes them say. I mean, flag bearer. What does this do? This is the skill I get. A war horn. Applies rally to allies. 20% more damage. What's a destroyer? It's a death blow. I don't know. I think I guess it has to be medic then. Logistics. Applies coordinated to allies. +2 movement maximum. Heals teammates. Remove enemy. Like, there's no, like, magic user. So, this is probably the next best thing. I guess I just have to be a healer, and I just, like, buff teammates or, like, debuff enemies. I mean, that makes sense. I can't use a ranged weapon, right? Only the archer can use a bow. I don't think there's any other weapon types in this game, right? I see shield. Dagger. I mean, let's see. Spear. You can use daggers and swords. It's just a bow. There's no crossbow. Oh, I would love there was like crossbows in this game, but maybe just a bow. Pike and a staff. Okay, this one has staff. I can use a staff if I find that as not a pike. Okay, I guess this one has to make the most sense then. Out of these three, I guess I just go medic, flag bearer, or medic. I kind of want healing because I feel like that's going to be the most valuable to have like healers. And if my leader is a healer, that's, you know, I always have for 100% a healer in the party at all times. Like, I should just be the main healer, basically. So, hold to unlock. Okay, I guess. All right, I'm doing it. Wait, I can unlock these other ones? Wait, how does this work? So wait. Oh, you could only pick what? Okay, well. Okay, you can only pick one to unlock. I'm like, what the heck? Oh, I can unlock more? Oh, no, okay. It just overwrites the other. Okay, I want this then. Medic. Okay. This is like sample equipment they would use. Okay, whatever. I saw staff, so I'm like, alright, I'm going with that. So we got the medic starting skill. Okay, so. Okay, interesting. You select this after you do like the tutorial file. Interesting. Is there anything else I need to? Oh, nope. Oh! Okay. Act 1, Asia Minor.
Gentlemen, Domina, welcome to Lesbos, the pearl of the Mediterranean.
An ugly nest of pirates.
An impenetrable fortress of pirates, more like. With an infinite food supply thanks to the strength of their fleet.
We shall find a way to limit this infinite supply, then.
You think like an imperator, Gaius. All right, people. This is Lucullus' war camp. The heart of our operations in this territory. You have been seaborne for a long time now. I suggest you walk it off. See the things you have to see, and meet the people you have to meet. The consul waits in the command tent. Don't be too late if you don't want to see him angry. A word.
Shall I leave you alone, Domini?
Stay, Zoe. Your help might be necessary.
Do not presume you can order my serve us around. What is it? Why are you being so shifty? You just told me not to be late. Is this your way of testing me?
You'll be tested on more occasions than you can imagine, but this is not one of those. I want to make sure we're on the same page. You're not here to fight.
You keep saying that, but I feel like it's bound to happen. Don't worry about it. I'll keep a low pro. And what if I do want to join the war? I'm not some delicate flower, you know. What is expected of me then?
Women come and go. It is not so uncommon for officers to be visited by friends or family.
What the Canturio is trying to say is that perhaps it is wiser to keep a low profile. For the time being.
I understand and see what you're trying to say. Thank you for your concern. We'll see what the consul has in mind.
Of course.
How do I see? Is this the thingy? Party management. Oh, what the? Character stats. The screen shows the value that affects each character's performance as well as their experience points and their personality. Experience is gained from completing quest objectives or erecting milestones on the war map. I was trying to select what the map is, but I didn't see the hotkey for it, the key bind for that. Combat stats. Out here should include all bonuses from here, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I mean, just... Perks and personality. Characters' personality traits determine which of your words or actions will cause the character to gain or lose approval for you. Perks give bonuses when assigned to certain tasks in the camp or when they're commanding the Legion in battle. That's my armor, that's my health, my movement, armor, shred. What is this? That's my edit. I don't want to edit my name. Perks. I have Pathos. That's it. Okay, that's me. I have what is this? Kaiso. This guy. Okay, he's loyal. I'm guessing that's their morale or their loyalty meter. I don't know. Oh, personality and perks right here. Oh, there we go. These are the character traits. So these are the things that they like. So if I do things that they have as their personality, they'll their approval, their loyalty meter or whatever goes up. If I do the opposite of what they have here, then it goes down. Okay, I've seen this before. Hedonistic. Skeptico. Oh my gosh, the Skeptico thing. And honest. Okay, honest. Okay, what about Cineros? What is he? He's loyal as well. What's your personality? Conciliatory. Humble. Sexist. What? How are you? These sex? Oh, really? Dislikes when you treat the opposite gender as equals. That might be a problem down the road. He's sexist already, dude. The old man, my advisor, he's sexist to women, except for my commander, my leader, for obvious reasons. But oh man, okay. Oh, this guy, he's also one of my followers, Bestia Tabat. Honest, arrogant. Oh, there we go. Oh, hey, we'll get along just fine. Arrogant, and he is a warmonger. Warmongering. Okay. I see. And then what are these perks? A recruiter. I didn't even look at these. Self-treatment. Doctor. Oh, Doctore! Oh, he's also the healer. Doctore. Nice. Oh man, I haven't said that in so long. Constitution agreeable. Doctore. I'm not blocking anything with my webcam. Not really. I mean, I could make the webcam smaller. I doubt it does anything. I mean, whoop! Oh, no, okay. I mean, I can put it down here or up here. I just don't want to block, like, the character portraits when it comes to, like, dialogue and whatnot. Oh, man. Okay, well, this is basically going to be the first stream anyway for this game. I'm gonna go through all this, the entire menu, all this tutorial stuff, so I know how to like actually play the game. Yes, having played the previous installment, it's gonna help, but this might be some new things that I need to like, you know, learn about Expeditions Rome here. It might not be exactly how the last game played. It could be slightly different in certain aspects. The skills. Okay, purchase class skills and assign those skills here. Okay, so this is basically when they level up, they get skill points, and I can like level up certain abilities that they have, right? Okay. Passive skills have a round icon, while active skills have a square. Oh, okay, I see. So a square, that's active, and then a circle is a passive, a skill. Okay. Active skills must be assigned to the skill bar to be used during combat. Okay. It also says active or passive. Okay, so that kind of helps, you know. Okay, you know, there, you know, some better it's like more streamlined, like just make it simpler to understand. So for example, poisoner. Oh, I like this. Applies poison to enemies. Okay, so I mean, just for example, I guess I'm a medic now. So where's my healing? Oh, here we go. Cure provokes, removes bleeding, burn, poison. Okay, so this basically cures any bad status effects. Where's like the healing? Oh, here, revive. Okay, we need this skill here, revive. Man, I guess I'm gonna be the main healer. I am now the medic here. Good as new. Key restores helpers. Interference. Curse. Applies weaken to enemies. Field medic. 25 more health restored when healing. So don't I want this? Passive skill. Yeah, I definitely want this for more healing, right? More health restored when healing. Okay, I don't want to look. Okay, it's probably way too much to look at all this stuff here. What is it? I just clicked on this. Okay, I mean they all have their own. Oh yeah, see they all have their own skill tree. Oh, gee. So this guy is the what is he? He's the freaking frontliner. Yeah, see, Princeps. Then Triarius is like, I guess like the support. Yeah, okay, he's also Triarius. Okay. This guy is Veles. Oh, I don't have freaking the other guy. Julius Caesar, Gaius, he's not in my party. He was the archer. Okay, I don't have him. Inventory, unequipped items. Okay, we know it. I have no items. I think I see that. Yes. Triage. You can treat injured Praetorians to prevent their untimely death. Oh, that seems to be my resources. Denarii. Roman currency. Okay, so that's my money. This is slaves. Oh, okay. They still have slave labor during this time period. All right. What were they called in Expeditions Viking? They weren't called slaves, were they? I think they were called. I can't remember what they were called. There was a term for a word for it. It wasn't slaves, but it was pretty much. There was like a resource or for you know, whatever. This one's just called slaves. But a denarii, that's the money. Slaves. Oh, we have rations. Yep, we got food supplies. So rations is still yeah, we need rations to feed my party, and then we have medicine. Okay, herbs, medicine. All right, same. So the same kind of resources from the last game, pretty much, right? Oh my goodness. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Oh, well, you know, at least she, at least we had undergarments. That would have been like, I was just testing to see, like, what if I unequip something? Okay. When you equip a weapon, you get access to its skills. Hover over any item to see which skills will give you access to, if any. Item skills. Each character can carry 2 sets of weapons, and it can swap between them. I guess these are all the skills I have. I have a slash. I have aid. Aid, I guess. Distracting blow. That's all I have. I don't, what is this? Change helmet visibility. I don't. And I have unarmed here, which is. And I have Toga 1. Okay, first of all, I don't think having no armor is, well, this might be appealing to see my character, you know, in her undergarments. That is probably not a good idea to go walk around naked here. Or, well, you know, that would be inappropriate for the times. I mean, this toga doesn't really offer much protection, but it's better than being it's better than being in her undergarments. I mean, what am I doing? Okay, stop that! Stop that! Can you do that for other characters? Is this allowed? Oh, Jesus, it actually is allowed. Okay, well, I guess you could undress all your characters. Okay, well, that's obviously not smart to do that. Oh, that's actually cool. You have an option to either see your character with the helmet, or you just can see their like face and like their hair. Nice. That's a pretty cool option. Helmet visibility. A Roman staff. Old toga. A worn spear, or Hasta, I don't know, Pugio. What is, I'm guessing these are like items, like consumables, which I don't have any, so that's probably it. Armor, weapons, talismans, tacticos, crafting, quest items. Okay, so they're all, and then this is everything. Equipable. Okay, got it. Got it. I mean, I could look at all these skills. Like, I don't want to read all this. This is like too much. Okay, what? And that was what? Party Mandarin. Go to quest. Quest. Okay, so it's right here. Completed quest. And active quest. Trial by fire. Okay, so you have your quests, you have party management, alright. Is there like a map? I'm trying. Where's the bind for a mini map here? I'm literally pressing all the buttons here. I don't see an option for map. Is there no map I can look at? Oh man, this game doesn't have a map, does it? Oh no, 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 no. Toggle highlights. Oh, left off. Okay, that's still a thing. Track quests. Map? Is there a map? There's no map! Exploration. I don't see a keybind for like look at map. That's for combat. Oh, that's it. Exploration. There's no map in this. Oh, that's weird. I wonder how it plays out. That the other game had a map. This one doesn't have a map. That's interesting. Also, it might as well make a save. I mean, these are auto saves. We'll just call this create new save. How do I name my save? Okay, here we go. The first expedition. The first expeditions run. The first and only run. I'm not gonna do more than one playthrough here. That is it. The first and only expeditions run. Here we go. First save file. Boom. I mean, I gotta name it something. I can't think of anything clever. This is just the first one right here, so. I don't have a map. I'm like a little bit. I mean, I guess this is my map. I just scroll through the area that I am in. I mean. How do I know where I can walk and where I can't walk? Also, I can't rotate my map. There's no option to rotate. It's just, okay, well.
Does Thermus seem like he knows what he's doing to you?
Him and his whole legion seem like they haven't the faintest clue.
How do I interact with stuff? I'm trying to see if I can, like, loot stuff. I'm used to, like, looting things from, like, the last game here. There's no, like, I can't loot all this. I see things, but I can't, like, loot it or whatever. I can't interact with any of these things. Cannot leave right now. I can't even walk outside this campsite. I can't rotate. I'm also used to rotating around to see all my surroundings, but I guess there's I don't think there's an option to like rotate around the map, is there? Camera, follow, rotate. Oh, here we go. Oh, Z and X. Really? Why is it not Q and E? I know I'm changing that. Like, how do I rotate? I'm used to pressing. Yeah, this is that. That's why I'm like. I'm already using WASD. See, right here. I'm using this. Why is rotate? Rotate clockwise. E. Rotate counterclockwise. Q. Like, why is it Z and X? Okay, that's stupid. Okay, okay, there we go. I'm like, how do I rotate around? I'm like, I'm pretty sure I didn't press the right keybind for it. Okay. I just want to see all my surroundings properly here. Talk to this guy. Okay, I am not talking to you, so let's not go there.
That other legion. Bit wet behind the ears, aren't they?
Everyone starts out that way.
True enough. Soon they'll be veterans too.
Or they'll be dead.
How long are they going to keep us here?
It's driving me crazy too. I came here to kick Mithridates' arse, not to sit on the beach day in and day out waiting for something to happen.
Saw Agrippa harassing that old Servus with the limp again.
That small-dicked bully. Did you tell the Praefectus?
He won't do anything about it. Agrippa is connected back home.
One day that man is going to fall out of a watchtower to his death. It'll be tragic.
Don't joke about that kind of thing.
You hear conversation from other characters, from other NPCs in whatever you're at. I like that. And there was nothing in here. Dude, where is the stuff I can loot, man? Let me loot for, like, resources and whatnot. Equipment. I don't see anything I can interact with here.
The pirates are getting bolder. They attacked another one of our galleys this morning.
Ah, did you hear? It seems Geminus was in on it this whole time.
What? The Triarchus?
He'd been keeping the pirates informed. This time, his passengers caught him and they killed him on the spot.
I would say it was deserved. Okay, I clearly don't see anything I can loot or interact with otherwise. I mean, I can talk to these two guys here. I guess I might as well speak to them. I can't loot anything!
Salway.
You are Bestia Tabat, right? I am Valeria Alexis.
I am called Bestia Tabat, indeed. You fight well. I noticed it. I took the spear from the traitorous Triarchus. You should have it.
I asked you a few questions. Thank you, Bestia. See you on the field of battle.
You may ask, and I may answer or not.
Your name is quite unusual. Is Bestia your family name? Where are you from? Have you ever fought in a war before? What can you tell me about the commanders here? You did not like the Triarchus, did you?
The punishment for treachery should be death. That is how I grew up, and how I became the greatest gladiator Rome has ever known. All of the lesser ones died. Your name is unusual. Tabat is the name that was given to me by my father. Bestia is the name I took when I earned my freedom. I chose it because I have fought and defeated many beasts.
Bestia Tabat.
I was born in Mauritania, but I am a Roman citizen. Until I undertook this voyage, I fought every single day in the arena. But wars, this will be my first. I recommend you to not die. Honor matters little. He who stands tall in the end will always be the winner. They say Lucullus has the greatest military mind in Rome. I only know he is consul and imperator, but I don't understand what that means.
How have you lived in Rome without knowing what these titles mean? Consul means he is one of the two men elected to rule all of Rome this year. He is Imperator because he holds the authority to command the legions of Rome.
This is my first time seeing a senator outside of the spectator stands. Ah, like a king, but temporary.
He is not at all like a king. He was chosen by the people of Rome. Is that true? Is that how that worked back in this time period? I don't know my history too well, but is that I mean, I guess that's assuming that they did their research in the history here. That I guess was they really elected by the people, or was it like I don't know. We Romans do not like the word king. We have fought hard to build a republic for all Romans, free of the tyranny of kings.
Free of the tyranny of kings? Perhaps Romans prefer other kinds of tyranny.
It's still the same thing. I like this guy, Bestia.
Salve.
Domina.
Is that how I'm addressed, Domina? What, I don't know my, what is this? It's not Roman. Is it like Latin? Is that like their language? Is it Latin? I mean, there isn't, I don't think the language of a Roman is actually Roman, right? It's like Latin or something. I'm gonna assume it's Latin. What was the official language of the Romans? I'm assuming it had to be like Latin as the main dialect. How are you doing, Cineros? Why would Mother send me here of all places? What do you know about the console? Do you need anything? What should I do, Cineros? I'll talk to you later.
I am hungry and my face is wind-burned, but at least both of my feet are planted on solid ground now. To save your life, of course. She firmly believes the Vitelli killed your father. Sending you here was the best course of action.
I don't want to be a soldier. I just want to save my family. If this is what it takes to bring the Vitellius brothers down, so be it. To tell you the truth, I'm glad to be here. This is a fine place to make a name for myself.
The Moirai rarely care about our wishes. And sometimes, to do one thing, you have to do another thing. Dominus Lucius Licinius Lucullus was a close friend of your father's, and a supporter of your mother's efforts. He is now the closest thing you have to a father. You ought to keep this in mind.
How did he say his name? Dominus Lucius Lucidius Lucullus. What? Oh my goodness, this guy's name.
Besides a good wine, a warm bath, and a thorough massage, not much. Thank you. But you should think about yourself, Domina. I would get used to my surroundings and visit the consul as soon as possible. We're here to accomplish something. Time to find out what it is. Domina.
Salve.
I'm still seeing if I can loot stuff, but it doesn't look like there's anything I can loot here, or I am not allowed to loot anything here. Okay, where is this guy? Find and talk to Lucullus. Fugit, where is this guy?
This is not going to work, as long as the rebels keep receiving supplies by sea.
We will need to cut their supply lines. It's an operation for our Occulta Speculatores.
I'm Lucullus. We have arrived as requested. Occulta Speculatores. Remain silent.
Well, don't just stand there like a plant. Come on in. By Jupiter. You are just as beautiful as your mother. This is the unique young woman I was telling you about, Thermus.
Unique, you say? Look, I understand you feel indebted to her father, but...
I don't want to hear but. You must trust me on this. She will be a great asset to my speculatores.
What are the speculators? What is going on, man? I was told there would be no fighting. Is it even permitted for women to fight? Just tell me what needs to be done. Gladly. The chance to prove myself is what I've come here for.
A special cohort assembled for particularly daring undertakings.
Soon enough, you shall see the kind of thing they are tasked to carry out.
Who told you that? Listen, Claudiana is protective as a mother should be, but I know how your father raised you. You will not be best served by wandering this camp aimlessly for the duration of my campaign. Your skills make you far too valuable an asset to waste like that.
About time someone recognizes that. Gladly.
There will be ample opportunities for that, my young ward. A trial by fire is what you need. Now pay attention. We've been in a deadlock here on Lesbos for some time now. My co-consul, Marcus Aurelius Cotta, is engaged against King Mithridates of Pontus, in the east. Mithridates is using the pirates of Lesbos as his navy.
The fortress of Mytilene here is well protected, but it also has a weakness. There's a mountain pass we can utilize. I will lead the assault myself.
I volunteer for the vanguard. If my uncle can defeat Pontus, I can surely handle Mytilene.
So be it, then. Meanwhile, you will prove yourself as a leader, my young ward. Take Caeso Quintius Acollinus, your Servus Cineros, and that gladiator who came with you on the ship. You will meet up with Julius Calidus of my legion Speculatores. Your mission is to sneak into the harbor and destroy the enemy ships any way you can. I expect you have questions.
I do. Will the legionary accept a woman taking command of them? Why can I not take part in the main assault like Gaius? I prefer to choose my own people. All of this is just a secondary operation to Cotta's campaign. No more questions. I'll do what needs to be done.
You have nothing to fear from Julius Calidus. I know him well. You can trust him. If you are fast, you may yet play a part in that. But for the assault to succeed, you must do this first. Prove yourself, and you will be able to name your companions. However, you will want Calidus on your team. Trust me. That doesn't make what we're doing any less important. Mithridates has a dozen warriors for each of our legionari. Defeating Pontus will require patience and caution. Regaining control of the Aegaeum Mare is a crucial step in cutting off Mithridates' supply lines.
Okay.
Wait. Are those your father's old weapons? I'm sure they mean a lot to you, but look. The leather is brittle. This won't do. Visit my smith, Sextus, and get yourself properly equipped before you go.
Leaving the area. When you're ready to leave the area, look for this icon to find an exit to the world map. Oh, well, okay, there is a world map. Okay.
Selway, my girl, do you need anything?
Oh my god, I still gotta speak to this guy. Well, I might as well exhaust all the dialogue. I mean, that's what the Expeditions games are all about. Exhausting all dialogue options. I want to thank you for saving my life. You and my father were close. The people we're here to fight, are they pirates or rebels? How can Mithridates pose a threat against the might of Rome? This is not the first time Mithridates has fought Rome. I'll just go in order.
That is unnecessary. I just wish your father could see you like this. He would have been proud.
Do you think I'm safe here? Those people who attacked our villa, what if they find me? Why didn't you save me? What do you stand to gain from my survival? I just want to go home. I'm worried about my mother and sister. I'm gonna keep saying this option.
All in due time. And trust me, you are protecting them by being here. In a way, you're saving their lives. We served together under Cornelius Sulla in the Social War. He was the most talented spy I've ever known.
He taught me a lot about staying ahead of my enemies. He never talked about those days. That didn't stop him from getting himself killed.
I know. You're a natural fit for the Occulta Speculatores. If you're anything like your father, you'll even enjoy it. Lesbos has rebelled against Rome. We call them pirates for political reasons, when in reality these people are organized much like a navy. They are allied with Mithridates, Megas of Pontus. He's without a doubt the most dangerous enemy Rome has faced since Hannibal. Pontus is a strong nation. They have conquered Colchis, Cappadocia, and Bithynia. And these conquests have made them bold. Mithridates himself is a fascinating figure. They say he has rendered himself immune to poison.
We'll see about that. I can learn that skill that lets me add poison to my attacks.
My mentor, Cornelius Sulla, defeated him some years ago when he first invaded our province of Asia. Mithridates exploits the ebb and flow of the conflict between the factions of our Senate. He strikes when Rome is divided, like a vulture circling a wounded wolf.
I will see you later, Patron.
Selway, my girl, do you need anything?
Gaius. Julius Caesar.
Solway.
Salve? I thought that said salve. Am I... You know what? I don't... It must be like Latin or something for like hello. You are an interesting man, Gaius. The first time I've traveled so far from home. Do you think the Triarchus was working with the enemy? This war camp looks like a town itself. Let us talk later, Gaius.
Interesting. I shall accept this as a compliment, but prepare to be disappointed. To the extent of my knowledge and ability, I shall try to be as helpful as I can.
It is... Okay, first of all, again, my own question, but is this or is this not the actual Julius Caesar? It has to be him. He has his name. I mean, I don't know. I guess his... Gaius must be like a... because it's Gaius Julius Caesar. So is that not his first name, Gaius, or like a nickname, then first name, then family name, or something like that, right? Because when I made my character, I was like my given name or first name. You get the family name, and then it's like your nickname or whatever. This has to be the Julius Caesar. If it's not, I will be surprised that there's another guy that, you know, history-wise, that this is actually Julius Caesar that I am speaking to. And well, we if you know anything about history, he actually does become a very major historical figure for I guess for Roman history. I mean, obviously when I picked the difficulty. His name was under normal. I mean, he almost became the Emperor of Rome until he got betrayed, as the story goes, right? I think like just before he was going to become elected as the what's Judas? Was that the guy that betrayed it? I forget. I mean, Brutus. A2 Brutus or whatever, like I forget. I don't know. Not sure I don't remember the history too well, but whatever. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the things that Julius Caesar did was that it could have been that of a tyrant, and thus, you know, he got betrayed by his own men, basically, or one of his men. I'll just say, you know. He got assassinated, and that's what, you know, and then I'm not even sure who took over after that, you know, but that is like the historical lore of Julius Caesar. He rose to power, and then maybe he started becoming a tyrant, or I don't know. And then he had to be betrayed or something to stop his, you know, he was, I'm not even sure. Maybe I don't even know what I'm talking about, but I know he was close to becoming, like, the ruler of Rome, basically, and then he got assassinated. He was betrayed, and then he got assassinated by, like, his own men. And then, I don't know who took over after that, but must have been, like, some sort of power struggle or whatever during that time period.
Indeed. Staying in Rome became, shall we say, politically disadvantageous to me. That's why I left it. Like you, I've never been to Lesbos before. I did my homework, though, in case you have any questions.
So what do you know about this island? Why are the pirates here? Our army is vastly superior to these Greeks. I don't see why we can't wipe them out. There's something else I want to ask you about.
Lesbos is one of the most important islands on this sea. Some cartographers call it the Horse Island, on account of its shape.
Lesbos.
Location, I would guess. The island has countless coves and natural harbors for pirate ships to hide in. Not to mention the massive fortress in Mytilene.
You know, seeing a world map would help me locate all these geographical names and locations. Man, they're throwing out names. I don't know what they're talking about here, man. I don't know my geography that well, but man, having a map would really help so I kind of know like where we are. Yes, I know where we're situated, and we're obviously in some part of Europe. Obviously somewhere in Rome or near it, you know, so I know it's at least in Europe for sure, right? We're not in Rome right now because we left, but we're somewhere. It said Asia Minor as Act 1. What is Asia Minor? What is that? Where is that? Man, you know what? The more I'm talking here, the more I sound like an idiot. So let's just let the game explain it to me.
Be that as it may, their position here is superior. Mytilene is right next to the sea, and their fleet brings them supplies constantly. It's a stalemate. Of course. Does it matter? For the sake of this discussion, let us say he was a traitor. In the end, we are triumphant and the pirates are dead. The Triarchus, if indeed he worked with them, now knows he picked the wrong side. In a war like this, allegiances are rarely about ideology. The common person wants nothing more than to be on the winning side, and we have shown Geminus that the winning side is ours.
I mean, yeah, man. You know what? I would say in war, you can't show mercy. You have to be ruthless. If you show any sign of mercy, then you're seen as a weak leader, and that's how you get betrayed. Exactly. I gotta think like Roman times here. Like these guys, these warlords, if they want to be in power, they have to be, you know, aggression, ruthless. You know, maybe not warmongering, you know. But I guess you don't want to be so far off to be like, you know, a tyrant. A dictator, you know. Otherwise, you get stabbed in the back by your men if they lose faith in you. I must basically gain all my followers to be loyal to me, so I don't get betrayed, basically. But I still need to be shown as a ruthless, aggressive leader to show that I have full power and control.
Fascinating, isn't it? The Legion can build a fortified camp like this almost overnight. In my opinion, that is the foundation of Rome's military might.
Also,
Wait. Listen, you seem trustworthy. I may have need for your help on a rather sensitive matter.
Also, I mean, even though there's going to be a historical aspect of this, when does my own character, when do I embark on my own expedition? Because that's the name of the game here, right? We always go on some sort of expedition to do something here, you know. going back to the previous games, the first game, Conquistador, we traveled to, you know, the New World, as they called it, which ended up being in, Latin America. You know, where was I? I think I was in what would have been modern day Mexico, the Aztec Empire, that part of South America, right? You were there as a Spanish explorer. That was your expedition to explore the New World for the Spanish Kingdom or something like that, right? So you do stuff there to basically, you know, improve your standing back home. You know, a conquistador, right? So that was basically the expedition for that first game. The second game, Vikings. Basically, your house, my longhouse. You know, I was like the Dagon, the ruler of that house. It was in Europe somewhere. I'm trying to think. What was it? What was the country in modern day? Was it the Vikings? Okay, I can't. It's been a while since I played the game, but you know. But we ended up going on an expedition to. I think it was like. It was still in Europe, but oh my gosh, it was probably like where, oh god, okay, I can't actually remember where we went, but we were in, see, this would help if I could remember what it was like. Were we like in Denmark or Norway or something like that? And then we traveled over to like, why do I want to say the British Isles or something like that? But it was like the Anglos or the Saxon or something. Maybe it was like in Britain or England or something, right? Like the Vikings were from, like, let's say the Norse Vikings. Like, I don't even know where they were from. Maybe it was like Denmark or whatever. I can't remember. But we traveled to, which I assume had to be like somewhere in Britain, right? And that was like the expedition to, you know, become more prosperous, either by military might or by prosperity, riches. And you take that back home so you could, you know, beat the other Thegans that were trying to like take you out of power, or like take your family out of power, so you don't get your longhouse destroyed or something. But you went on an expedition over there to another part of the world, the country, whatever you want to call it, and then to try to either conquer that place or gain prosperity, one or the other, right? You either had power or prosperity, and I chose the prosperity side. So this one, I mean, well, I'm not sure, but I assume there's going to be some. My character has to go on some sort of expedition, conquer something or gain prosperity, so I can go back and, you know, save my family house from getting overthrown by another, you know, whatever, like lose my seat of power in Rome to someone else, basically. And I think that's what the story is. So like the expedition is going to be where is now what I'm questioning, like, oh, where's the expedition going to take us? Like, you know, we could go to, like, I don't know, like Egypt or something. I mean, I don't know, or Asia Minor, wherever that's supposed to be located, right? I don't know. There's plenty of stuff. The Mediterranean Sea. I don't even know. Okay, anyway, I went off on a tangent there, but I definitely wanted to, like, I'm not your servant, girl. That depends on what kind of sensitive matter we're talking about. Of course, Gaius, you can trust me.
Your caution is well placed, but the sensitivity of the matter is rather personal in nature. I have tried pursuing a solution myself, but to no avail.
I understand. Tell me how I can be of assistance. This could be a side quest or something like that. Alright, I'll do that. Unfortunately, I am not in the habit of interfering in people's personal affairs.
I've been keeping a detailed account of our journey ever since we left port. Shortly after our arrival, however, the journal went missing. I believe it to be stolen by one of the Centuriones.
Are you sure it was stolen? What makes you think it was a Centurio who stole it? Why don't you simply walk up to this Centurio and retrieve your property yourself? This is a serious accusation, and if true, a serious crime. We should inform the Primus Pilus. Very well. Tell me what I can do for you. I'm sorry, guys. This doesn't sound like something I should get involved in. I'll go with number 2 here.
I have seen a particular man walking out of my tent. As a matter of fact, I have already confronted him, and he pretty much admitted his guilt.
What if he's lying? But why would he steal your diary?
Pain comes in many forms. Physical, emotional, and let us say that some men just enjoy inflicting pain in all forms. I'm reasonably sure the journal might be misplaced, but I find this to be improbable since I write regularly. That I have already tried. He threatened me in a way. He said if I continue bothering him, he would read the contents of my journal publicly.
I don't understand. What's so threatening about that? And the journal includes admissions of certain actions you're not proud of?
It is my private journal, wherein I write my private thoughts. I am not ready for those to be publicized. Roman law is valid in Rome, and our perpetrator knows this. This is a personal matter, and therefore it should be solved personally. The Centurio is called Agrippa, I think. He hangs out with his friends near the tent over there. I thought perhaps you could convince him to hand over my journal. Needless to say, I would like to keep the contents of the journal private. I would appreciate if you'd refrain from reading it.
Caesar's journal.
Solway.
Okay, so I guess it pops up here. Optional, talk to the smith. Travel to the warehouse and meet. Wait. What is this? Hold on. Quest! Track quest. Oh, you can only track one at a time? What the? Okay, well, I guess we'll just track this one. Find and talk to Agrippa. Agrippa. I don't know. Well, it's not an expedition if you're not going to have any side quests to do here. Wait, where was that guy? Talk to the blacksmith. Oh, you know what? F this. I'll just talk to this guy first. Oh, here we go. The blacksmiths are all right here as well. Nice. Oh, man. Our first questie here. Let's freaking go. So overwrite this first. Let me talk to. I want to talk to the blacksmith guy first.
What are you doing walking around with weapons like that, girl?
I have no patience for your disparaging comments. The consul said you had equipment for me. The same thing all these other legionary are doing. Dressing up to confuse old man. Old man. What?
You'd be better off fighting with your hands. This leather is fossilizing. Help yourself to any of the gear on the racks. Take all of it if you need it.
If I need something special, can I commission you to smith it for me? Do you sell materials for smithing? Thank you, Ferrari. I'm sure I'll see you again.
I have enough work on my hands right now supplying the consul's Centuriones. You'll have to bring your own materials if you want any work done. I've nothing to spare.
Interactive objects. Oh, here we go. Okay, to see which object you can press left alt, click on the equipment on the table to collect the contents or dismantle it for salvage. Salvage is used to craft new equipment. About time. Okay, what am I clicking? Where? What? What am I looking at? Oh, right here. This thing. We have a Roman staff, Lancia Heavy Lorica Hamata. You know what? I remember that word, that name, from another game I played, and it's finally struck to me. Dungeon Rats, a game I played. Not by the same developers, no, but yeah, that one game, Dungeon Rats. Yeah, I think the setting was like in like this Roman setting or something. Dungeon Rats. That was a pretty fun game. Yeah, Lorica Hamada. That was like a piece of armor you could make in that game. I'm like, oh yeah, it was like you were like falsely in prison, or I don't know if you were false. You were thrown in a dungeon and you had to like fight your way out to gain your freedom or something in that game. And I guess that's why the game was called Dungeon Rats. I don't know. I don't know where the rats the ratting comes from, but Dungeon Rats. It's an interesting game. It's like a turn-based strategy game, and you know, it was very combat focused. There wasn't really much story to it. I mean, you just got thrown in a dungeon, a prison. You find some followers, and you all try to escape, get your way out of the dungeon, basically. So. But yeah, that was an interesting game I played some time ago. Dungeon Rats. I just take on. Take it on. See, piece of it, but you must assign it to a character before it can be used. Equip your party, obviously.
Salway, did you ruin my good work so soon?
Are you so irreverent with everyone? You are old and wise. What do you think of my companions?
Only those who are younger than me. So, yes. A bunch of Balatronés, I'd say. Which one are you asking about?
What about Kaizo? How do you say this guy's name again? Saizo or Kaizo?
I've known that man since he was a little runt. Watch yourself around Kaizo. He's honest to a fault.
Kaizo.
Too much honesty
Kaizo
may be dangerous.
Kaizo. Bestia.
Don't get me started. Maybe you can get it into his skull that I can't forge a battle scythe. There is no such thing by Vulcan.
Cineros was always like a mentor to me.
That half-senile fool was your mentor. That explains a lot. Fine. Need something else? Salway, did you...
Alright, we got some equipment here. I definitely want the armor here. How do I left control? Hold compare. What? It says here that, well, my movement goes down, but all resistances and health goes up. So, oh, so armor can give me more health, huh? My health. How do I see how much health I have? Oh, right here. I have 12 health right now. So I put this armor on. 15. Oh, okay. So, armor gives you your health as well. Interesting. So armor determines how much HP you get here. This is armor, health, movement. So, ooh, I had 8 movement wearing the toga, but then this gives me 5 movement. Okay, I see how this works. What is this? Armor shred. Okay, that's another stat. Armor shredding. A worn pike. I think I want the staff, right? The Roman staff. Oh, but I don't have my unarmed, so I can't use my healing thing. Oh. Signing items guild. Triarchus Spear. It's a unique spear. Okay, I see. All attacks applied harried. It's, I guess it's a one-handed spear, so I still have, fist unarmed. Yeah, this is like a two-hander. So I can't use, yeah, these are the skills you can use. Okay, I see. Oh, I can also swap weapons. Oh, okay. So wait, let me put on this. This looks pretty good, this unique weapon. So I have a second weapon set will be the Roman staff. Okay, which is what? Concussive strikes. These are the weapon skills for this weapon. Okay, I get it. Lacerate. Thrust. Distracting blow. So how do I... This is really confusing. So I guess... Applies harried. Applies bleeding to enemies. Unarmed skill prevents attack. Distracting blow applies harry to all enemies. Aid. You want the aid? I guess I just do lacerate. Oh, so you definitely want to hit them with a thrust to get them to bleed, and then you hit them with a lacerate. So you do more damage if they're already bleeding. Oh, okay. So this is why you want to do this one. You want to thrust, then lacerate. It applies harried, so that harry thing. But this thing applies bleeding. You stab them. You thrust them into like the stomach or right, into the gut. Oh, I'm bleeding. And then when they're bleeding out, you lacerate them for extra damage. There we go. And this is what? A distracting blow. I can only equip 3. I definitely want this thing. I want the aid here. Use on a fellow bear who's in it, they will stop bleeding out. Removes I mean, this is just like a healing ability of something. It just removes any of these bad status effects, which I probably should have that. So we'll just curious. I mean, so wait. So I only have 10 HP. That's my base. And I have base movement of 8. And I put on the armor. 15 and 5. Wait, how much does this give? 12 and 8. So this only gave me plus 2 HP, right? And plus 1 to my armor defense. That's it. I mean, it's not that much, but I mean, it's something. And then armor shred is like whatever weapon gives it. This is basic. I assume this. Target's armor will be reduced to the end of the fight. Armor shred. So basically, it's like it breaks through like your armor's defense or something. Armor shredding. Okay, whatever. Okay, I mean, I guess I have that. So I have 2. I can swap to 2 different weapon types here. Okay, so that's something to remember and keep track of. A concussive strike. Heavy blow. A knockdown to enemies. So that's pretty much. a reach. Extra range. Okay. Save here first. Okay, let's do this little side quest. Talk to this guy and intimidate him. Beat him up if he doesn't give the journal back willingly.
We're in the middle of something, Domina. What do you want?
Doesn't even have a portrait. An unnamed nobody, basically. Nothing, actually. Carry on. I believe you're in possession of someone's private property. I'm here to retrieve it.
This? Ah, but this is priceless. A journal written by Cotter's stupid nephew, who thinks of himself as the greatest commander history's ever seen.
What else does he say in there? He also happens to be my friend, so I suggest you hand it over right now. On second thought, it looks like you're having fun. Keep it.
He drew his blade pointed defiantly at the looming horizon. Set sail, he proclaimed. We have a world to conquer.
Is he talking about himself? That is enough. It is his private journal. Hand it over now.
He must be. Listen to this. Monstrous teeth gleaming in the pale moonlight. The pirates attacked with a ferocity hitherto unseen on open seas. His compatriots wavered, shaking in fear. Clearly they'd never witnessed such villainy. But his wit was made of steel. With a thundering battle cry, he rallied them and led the charge into the heart of an epic battle on high seas.
That is enough. What he writes into his personal journal is for him to decide. Now hand it over. That is strange and a bit pathetic. I'll still read the journal though. Okay, this has to be the one and only Julius Caesar. Alright, just give me the journal back, man. You don't need this. You can make fun of him all you want. Little do you realize he ended up being one of the greatest Roman commanders of the time period. You know, he was famous enough to be remembered in the history books.
Why don't you send him back here to beg for it again?
He sent me instead, and he will reward you if you return his journal. Oh, I don't have logos. I can't use, you know, sound logic and reasoning to persuade this guy. Caesar may not seem like much now, but he is a tribunus, and he has friends in high places. Today's blue-eyed rookie is tomorrow's imperator. What's more, he strikes me as a man who forgives easily and remembers those who served him well. That is true! I mean, little do we know at the time. I could make it worth your while. The journal in exchange for 300 denarii. Okay, I'm not giving you my own money. F that. Using my own resources? Yeah, I don't think so. Sigh. I will let him know you are keeping his journal. Well, since I can't use this, I feel, and I'm not gonna bribe, I'm not gonna spend my own money for a stupid journal. No offense, Caesar, but I'm not paying this scumbag to get the journal back. Is there any other way out of this to get this freely without having to resort to bribery here?
I find that highly unlikely. You'll have to try something else.
Oh my god.
Wise choice.
Quest failed? Oh, come on, dude. Can I just stab this guy and just get it over with so I can get the journal back? I actually have to bribe this guy because I chose the wrong rhetoric. Yes, the one rhetoric that was, you know, oh, this is boring, man. I'm not picking this. The logic, logos, right? What do I have? What's my thing? What's my perk? I have pathos. I can't even. It hasn't even been useful yet. Let me use pathos to manipulate them here. I guess by going this, you know, I guess when you have this perk, you can only, when dialogue presents itself to for you to use it, then you get the option to. Otherwise, sorry, this was the only dialogue option that we can use for this particular thing. And if you don't have it unlocked, oh, that's on you. That's your fault. Like, really? Oh man. I feel like in the last game you had, well, my, depending on my character's stats, like, I know you could assign stats to them. I don't know. I don't think there's a way to assign any stats in this game. As far as I know, I mean, yeah, like in the last game, I gave my character like, I maxed out, what stat? I can't even remember now. But I basically didn't have any like strength or like any strength stat. I had like, I basically maxed out what I thought a mage character would be, which was like, I think I maxed out the witchcrafting stat, right? I think I had like charisma. Did I have charisma? I know I had like, maybe I had agility or something. There was something maxed. Oh my god, I can't even remember, man. I had to go back into like and look at the video here. I mean, I guess I could go on my. I had the video on my computer here, or go to my YouTube and see my playthrough that I have, the full playthrough uploaded. But basically there was like 4 or 5 different character stats you could, you know, assign points you could assign your character if you want them to be like proficient in a certain, you know, particular stat or whatever. And of course, the game explained to you what it did, like, oh, this stat governs blah blah blah, and then I could also assign certain skills, you know, like my like this thing. You could do that like when you created your character, but this game doesn't look like I get that option. I mean, I got to pick what I wanted to start out with, what class I wanted to start as. You know, there was 4 classes to pick from. I just chose the one that was the closest to being like a mage type character, and I just picked the medic here as the. I didn't want to be these other one. What was it? The Princeps or the Velis, and then there was an archer, Sagittarius. So I just picked the Triarius, which I figured was the closest to being like a mage type character, you know, ranged, or it would be like, I guess like support or something. I didn't want to be a frontline fighter, which these 2 classes were definitely frontliners, which like, so I guess I had to be a backline, a support type character, you know. Again, there's no mage characters in this type of game, you know. That'd be cool if I could just conjure magic and freaking, you know, cast spells, but this isn't a fantasy game here, so I had to use the next best thing. But yeah, in the Vikings game, I remember like I spec'd my character to do like the witchcrafting ability, right? There was a witchcraft. I just did that, like, which was it was basic. What did the witchcraft do? It basically gave me like these witchcraft like combat skills I could use, you know, which I figured that was the closest to being like a mage character for that game, you know, as you know, Alexis, what her character is, you know, like I always use Varric and Alexis, Brandish references, obviously, you know. Varric, it literally just a master swordsman. That's it. That would basically all he would be spec'd to, just be like complete sword user, sword and shield, you know. Some magic, but not too much. He's just mainly a sword master. That's it. Alexis, through and through, she's a sorceress, a mage, a magician, spellcaster, uses magic or, you know, whatever, like ranged attacks. But, you know, Expeditions Viking in Rome, there is no mage type, there is no magic user in both of those games. So I had to, like, improvise, like, okay, what would be closest to a mage character for Alexis here, since I, you know, decided to create her as my, leader here, you know. So, Triarius medic. That seemed like the best choice. I guess you can be like the healer here. I will always have a healer. I mean, most likely I have to deploy my commander, my leader, in every single battle, right? So I will always have at least a healer in the combat. So, and looking at the skill tree for medic here, I mean, I do see like curse. Okay, we have a curse. We have a revive. We have this poisoner. This poison passive skill. That seems pretty clear. And then I guess this is it here. Field medic. It says it's a passive skill though. Like field medic. More health restored when healing. Does that mean when she heals someone else or when she receives healing? Is that what field? More health restored when healing. So I guess you need this when you're healing other party members, right? Field medic, so it makes the healing more effective. But I don't see a skill for healing though. I see this, but it just removes these negative status effects. I see this, good as new. Kier also restores health per status effect, which is this thing. Okay, but I don't actually see the actual healing skill. Here's revive. That's the curse. That's a passive. It says something about bandages to heal yourself. Maybe it's an item. Maybe you gotta like craft bandages or something. That's how you heal. I don't know. There's no like actual active skill that like heals. Like in the last 2 games, there was a healing skill specifically. You could like recover health, right? I don't see it under this medic thing. I don't think this other one. I mean, I could look. Warhorn, Spire. Oh, here's this. Rousing speech healing restores 25% health to all allies. The heck? That's a flag bearer though. Okay. There's like no first aid ability that I see, so I don't know. This doesn't heal. This just gives you extra movement. Destroyer. What is this? Fortune. Sunder. Finisher. That's it. I had to look at these other things to see what they have. Repair. Bulwark. Protect. Guardian Angel. Shield Wall. It's definitely like, if you want to be a tank, defender here. Vanguard. Oh, more health. Maximum health. That's a nice skill. Frighten. Flawless defense, best defense, taunt, bull rush, adrenaline junkie, avenger, nimbo, movement reduction from wearing light armor or heavy. Ooh, I remember some of these skills from the previous installment from the past games. Yeah, this. Knockdown. Yeah, this is good, especially wearing heavy armor. Because you lose a lot of movement speed, but having this skill kind of helps reduce it. Opportunist. Stand fast. Battering ram. Base damage to equip shield. A war cry and move. I don't have the archer character here, so I don't know what their skill tree looks like. Cheap shot. A lone wolf, I know that one. Sneak attack, assassinate. Ooh. Focus master. What's focus? Huh. Rush. First strike. Deal 50% increase damage to targets with full health. Ooh, that's pretty good. First strike, you could do a lot of damage to someone. Marathon. A Shiv. Born ready. Focus at the okay, focus must be like a Valis skill of someone. This focus does something, I guess. Dodge, bloodthirsty. Is that the killing an enemy grants a stack of bloodthirsty. Applies basically you do more damage. Yeah, when you kill someone, you get more damage on your next attack basically. Nice. Kill on ground. Finish off an incapacitated character and inflict -10 morale on nearby enemies. Oh, so that's why you want to kill incapacitated characters. You kill them so they don't get revived, and you also like demoralize the other enemies. Oh, that's interesting. That's a new mechanic. A duello. Tactical advance. Clear path. Feint. Pank ration. Increases unarmed brawler. Pugilist. Bows. Heavy skirmisher. Reaper. Okay. I don't have an archer, so I don't know what their skill tree looks like. But yeah, I don't see any actual stats here. You know, I see like their skills. You know, these are all the skills you. So are you saying that because I went Triarius, I can't get skills from these classes on my character? I can only use this is all I have access to, right? Is that how that works? So like if I wanted that where is this? If I wanted this nimble skill, I can't have it on every character unless they were a princeps, right? I can't get this skill for like this guy or this guy because it's not in the skill tree. I don't think you can change your class once you have it. That's it. This is all you have available to you. Huh, it's not universal like it was in the last game. Because I know in the last game, you can pick your weapon, but then you can unlock all the weapon skills. You know, even if it's a weapon you didn't even use. Like, let's say I used an axe, right? I could unlock, you know, the slingshot or the bow skills for an axe character. It makes no sense to, but you had access to every single one, depending on how you want to spec a character out. But I guess this one looks like it locks you into whatever class that they are. So you can't just pick and choose which ones you want now. It looks like it's just locked depending on the character class themselves. And I don't necessarily see any stats. I mean, these are all the stats I see. Like, they don't have, like, a stamina, endurance, intelligence, agility stat like it was in the previous game. So they removed that. I mean, I don't see anything else, so I don't know. There's, you know, I see these things, perks and personality, you know, but... You know, then, I don't see, like, passive, like, I don't see those camp skills, you know, there's camping in this game, I think. I don't see any camp skills, like, how do I know, like, which guys are going to be my guards, my scouts, my hunters, my witchcrafting, tinker! Where's my tinker? Who's the guy that tinkers and makes craft stuff for me? I don't have no tinker this time. Like, so do we not have it? Do I not have the ability to like assign camp skills? Like, how does it work in this game? I'm a little bit curious how they overhauled that system. I don't see anything else. So I don't know. I mean, I guess we're gonna keep playing, right? I mean, I barely touched this game, so I don't know what's different here.
We're in the middle of something, Domino. What do you want? This? Ah, well, this is priceless. Why don't you send him back here to beg for? I find that highly unlikely. You're like, for this worthless drivel? Now that's a bargain. Take it.
I had to bribe this guy to get this journal back. This better be worth it in the end. You know, I'll be friends. I'll befriend Julius Caesar. I think having Caesar as an ally in the long run is a good idea. I see no reason to not to want to try to, you know, be allies with him.
Solway, I see you've successfully retrieved my journal. May I ask how you managed it?
Everything has a price. In this case, the price was 300 denarii. He was just being unreasonable. I kept my head cool and made him see reason. I punched Agrippa as hard as I could, and in return, he gave it up. They wouldn't give me that option. I couldn't threaten the guy with violence. I wasn't given any other option other than to bribe the guy. I couldn't even use that one thing because I didn't have that dialogue option. I didn't select that perk. So I had no choice but to bribe him. If the ends justifies the means are irrelevant. Can you repay me for having to spend the money myself to get this back?
You paid out of your own pocket. I don't know what to say. Thank you. I'm literally in your debt.
Indeed you are! That will be unnecessary. You will pay me some other way.
You have already started collecting favors. Wise. One last question before we're done. Did you read my journal?
Actually, I did not this time. I did not press the matter. I have no interest in your private musings, Gaius. I am curious about the journal's contents, but I respect your wishes. Yeah, I didn't even read it, I just gave it back to him. Yeah.
That is the most virtuous thing to do, and I expected nothing less of you. Thank you, my friend.
Quest succeeded. Oh, I got 10 XP for it. Oh, there we go. See, you complete these quests, side quests. Boom, you get XP for it. That's all. See, that's why you want to complete as much quests as I can. XP means my team levels up, right? How do I know how much XP everyone has? I think it's this right here. This thing. I was at 40, now I'm at 50. So everyone has their own experience bar. Oh, nice. Okay. So they can level up once I get 100 points. And I'm guessing I will get more skill points, obviously, as we level up here. Okay. Well, then I had to do the quest. I had to complete it. Otherwise, I would not have gotten any XP for it. So yeah, the more quests I complete, I get XP basically for it. It sucks I had to spend money, but that's fine. I'm pretty sure I'll find the way to make money in the game here, so. Travel to the warehouse. Oh, right here? Wait, there's like other places I can go. Like, can I go here? Is this an option to go this way? Let me just see. What if I open this door here, huh? Oh. That's it? Oh, okay. I guess... Oh, this just leads... You leave this area, you go to the world map. Oh, okay. I guess that was it, then. Oh, okay. I guess that was actually it. Oh, here we go. The world map. Press space to unpause time. Characters and legions only move when time is passing. But you do not have to move to pass the time. Okay. As time passes, impending events will appear on the right side of the timeline and move towards the left side, which represents the present. Some events may come as a surprise, and these will not be shown on the timeline. Okay. Rations! During your travel, you and your Praetorians consume 1 ration each every 8 hours. Keep your pantry well stocked. Starving Praetorian fights poorly and may eventually mutiny. You can buy more rations from merchants. Oh! The heck is this? Rations consume. Okay, so there's travel to the warehouse and meet Julius Kalidas. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I gotta do this then. I am blocking something important. My character's portrait, which is what? What is this? Nourishment and water. This represents water supply of your part. Has enough water while traveling to avoid dehydration. Visit your legion camp or a well to replenish. Okay, water. So they need food and water. Okay. Make sure you bring enough rations while traveling to avoid starvation. Buy rations from merchants if you're running above. And this is the party management quest. Outpost management. I do not have an outpost. Not yet, at least. Razos. Visit the Legion camp to trade, recruit new or centurions, craft items, develop new battle stratagems, or talk to your companions. Wait, is this where I'm at? Where am I at? Campsite Rome. Oh, I'm here. Okay, I'm like, man, I can't even see where I was at. Okay, so I'm in this place. Okay, it just takes used to how this exploration thing works. Travel resource. So this is an enemy I obviously see. Okay. Don't want to go there yet. What is this? A warehouse. Okay, I mean, I guess we go here. This is another outpost, right? I'm here, so we want to go to this one, right? So we meet this guy here, so. Okay, I guess that's what you do. I don't even know. Okay. slightly similar, slightly different from the previous game. Resource replenish. I got water. Okay, so. This is not the same outpost, right, that I was at. Am I? This looks like the same thing. Oh, this definitely looks different. I mean, it looks like it was the same outpost. No, I'm in a different one now.
Something on your mind, kid?
Oh, okay. Kaiso. You seem very much like you're at home here. Why do they call you Aquilinus? I think I miss Rome already. Mother must be worried sick. The duty of a legionaris. How long does it usually last? Have you visited this part of the world before?
At least you still have a mother. Be thankful for that. The only thing that's waiting for me in Rome is a jug of wine.
What happened to your mother, if you don't mind me asking? How about your father?
She died trying to do the right thing. And indeed I do mind, so let's drop this subject before moods get soured too much. I've been a soldier since I was 16. The sound of clashing swords soothes my soul. Don't get me wrong, I love Rome. But to me it represents a short break from war. Or perhaps the build-up leading to the next campaign. That's because I have a reputation for tracking my foe relentlessly and striking without mercy. Just like an eagle.
Really? That doesn't sound like you. It is a good name and you deserve it.
You're a sharp one, aren't you? You're right. Someone made a joke about my nose when I was young and it stuck.
Aquilinus.
Your duty will probably end at the conclusion of this campaign. People like me, though. Our duty ends when we die on the battlefield. I'll continue being the warrior hero, as long as damsels of this world continue finding themselves in distress.
Any particular damsel who's waiting for you back home? And when you have saved the final damsel, will you settle down with her?
I certainly hope not. There was this one girl in Hispania, though. She still haunts my dreams. But I doubt it. Kaiso Quinctius Aquilinus shall never be domesticated.
Kaiso Quintus Aquilinus. I can't even pronounce my followers' names probably, man. It's too difficult.
Once before, there was another rebellion we had to quell. These lands are beautiful. The Agae Mare, I wouldn't trust her. She's a treacherous mistress. Don't be fooled by her deep blue eyes.
Let us talk later.
Something on your mind, kid?
Kaiso Quintisius Aquilinus. I can't refrain. Who am I on the right? These two guys, Cineros and Bestia Tabat.
Domina.
Oh, they have nothing new to say.
Salve.
Oh, okay. It was just Kaiso that I needed to speak to. And there is nothing for me to loot here. Why? Man, I guess I'm just used to looting in the last game that I just expected, like, a new location, there'd be, like, stuff for me to loot. Like, resources I could pick up freely. I can't steal any of this stuff? Like, what gives? It doesn't belong to me, so I'm not allowed to steal it? Man,
You seen Aegler again tonight?
I've seen her for the last time.
What happened?
She gave me some kind of disease. I'm not the first one either, apparently.
Ouch. I'll stay clear as well, then.
the heck? Is that a prisoner? What is this? Oh, this must be like a prisoner camper, or they captured prisoners. I don't know. Seriously, I can't loot anything here? Like...
So, Domino.
God, there's clearly stuff that I see and I can't, like, grab things. I guess I'm just so used to looting things in the last game, I expected it to be in this game as well.
So, little woman, I am Spurius Kincius Carius, merchant extraordinaire and purveyor of wondrous items. What winds of ill fortune have brought you to this smelly Legion camp?
I am an Occulta Speculatrix. They call me Alexis, and the last man who had the nerve to call me little said veil to his tongue.
Good one, but of course that's not possible. Enough pointless chatter. Poverty grows from idleness. Now, if you're not going to buy anything, please do kindly remove yourself from my stall.
Why are you selling your wares here? What kind of goods are you selling? Let me see what you have to offer today. I'll come back some other time.
You are obviously not familiar with the matters of commerce. Allow me to enlighten you. There are 3 things every merchant needs. Location, location, location.
Oh, guy has a point.
Whatever people are willing to pay for, and whatever I can provide. The best of food, medicine so potent even the dead may rise, and of course, the most delicious Surwey money can buy. There's a matter of storage space, of course. More space means more wondrous items to stock, and possibly lower prices for my most loyal customers.
Resource trading! Oh, God. I had this headphones for a while now, but, like, man, I still kind of hurt my ears. I feel like I need to break them in a little bit more. It's kind of like hurting my right side here. Oh, well. Some merchants will allow you to exchange trade resources for other trade resources. Select the resource you want to sell on the left side and the resource you want to buy on the right. Okay. Value and price. Each resource has a different inherent value. Slaves are the most valuable, followed by medicine, then rations, and finally denarii. Merchants' prices are also modified by their opinion of you, as shown at the top. I've seen this before. I already know. Abundance and scarcity. Keep an eye on which resource is abundant at a certain market and which is scarce. Resources lose value when they're abundant and become more valuable when scarce. The abundance and scarcity at a given market changes weekly. That's basic economics, if you will. This merchant has fair pricing. Oh, well, there we go. So, what resources do we have here? Denarii, that's basically the currency. We got some slaves, yeah. Rations and medicine. So, these are the 4 resources we can trade for. Denarii, I can purchase slaves. Sure. $150 denarii for 1 slave. I don't. I guess it's a fair price. I don't know. Medicine and I mean, I don't really need any of these things yet, right? I mean, I don't know what we need. I mean, fine with.
Welcome back, little one. It warms my black heart to see you alive. I hope this also means you have Denari to spend.
Denari? No. Don't think there was anything else here, was there?
Ah, I would march into battle naked if it meant they could afford to feed us better.
All quiet. Salway. Need something? At your service.
There's nothing to loot, man. Why can't we find any loot here? What is this?
I miss my dog most of all. I hope the wife is taking good care of him.
Alright, how long I'm gonna save it up here? Exploring world map. Okay, so this is an enemy. I can't even go here yet. Okay, I can go here. Travel resource milestone. Oh, leveled up. We all leveled up. Okay, nice. Enemy campsite or enemy garrison. Campsite Lesbos. Matillan garrison. What is this? The beach? Oh wow, I'm blocking stuff. Dude! Where do I put the webcam so I don't block, like... This is kind of annoying. I mean, I don't want to keep having to move the webcam into, like... I mean... I don't even know where else to, like, put this. I can't... I mean... Where was my character? Okay, let me just put it down here for now. Let me see. So, I guess I can't put it in any of the four corners because it's all of them are just, you know, not good. My character portrait is like somewhere in this area, so I don't want to like block my character's portrait. I mean, I don't like it like. I can't do it up here because I'm blocking the little HUD. You know, I don't want to block any text and dialogue. I'm not sure where else we can put this for now. Because I don't want to be blocking anything that would be. I basically don't want to cover up anything. I guess I'll just put this for now. Let me have to get into a dialogue conversation and see where I can put this. Maybe I just make this. I mean, I don't know. At this point, I'm just gonna here. a little bit smaller. That, and then still blocking. Yeah, the text. I see it. Yeah. Let's see. Let me put it. I know I'm blocking my character's portrait if I put it right here. Let me put it like there and see. For now. So it doesn't get in the way or something. Jeez. Yeah, all 3 Expeditions games, I had to like put the webcam in a certain spot because I would be covering up something. I didn't like that, so kind of wish there was a certain place you could put the webcam so I'm not blocking anything like important, you know, covering up something with the HUD, a portrait, and text or dialogue. Oh wow. What is this? Is this like a random event or something? I'm not even sure. The beach. Marching along the coast has its advantages, not the least of which being the discovery of the numerous coves of the Agium Mare. Many of those coves seem to have their own secret beaches, and just like this one, they are well protected and secure. We have places to be. Let's rest here and go for a swim. You feel weightless in the water. It's better than the best bathhouse you ever visit. As you swim around the small cove, you feel schools of fish massaging your many bruises and wounds. And then I get ambushed and attacked. For a while, you and your Praetorian guards forget all about the ongoing war and simply feel content. Oh, your Praetorians approve. Oh, that's good. Oh, sweet. That was a random event that worked in my favor. Sweet. I have unspent skill points. What? What does that mean? What does that mean? Notification duration. Oh, before being dismissed. In case you... Oh, let's make this... It was at 10 seconds? Let's double that to 20. In case I miss anything important, because I'm still busy reading. 25 seconds, how long it stays on the screen. Yeah, notification. I like that, because, yeah, I think sometimes I always miss up certain pop-ups, because they disappear. You know, they're only on screen for so long, and I'm, like, busy reading something else, and I didn't even realize, oh, what happened? Okay, we'll just leave that up. 25 seconds. So tutorials are on, so I have that. Blood and dismemberment. Hey, this no PG stream here. I allow anything goes, right? As long as they're within the, you know, confines of the game. I can't do anything that'd be too out there, you know. I mean, combat hexes. Oh, those grids? Those combat grids? Do I want those on? I think I'll just keep it off. I don't want, yeah. A hex grid? Yeah, let's keep it off just to make it all clean and everything. I don't think I want to... I think I had this turned on for the most part in the last 2 games. I'm going to leave it off just to make it, at least when I'm like fighting and stuff, it doesn't look so ugly and like cluttered with all this stuff. If I really need it, I'll turn these hexes on. Maybe it helps, especially for like obviously like certain fights, you know, when I'm trying to like play it out like a strategy or something. But I'll leave it off for now. But if I actually need it, so I don't, you know, have to restart or get like a game over, I'll put that on. Oh, what the heck? I can change the difficulty of this? Okay, No, I said we're playing on hard, we're keeping the difficulty. I'm not touching that. I'm not messing with that. Save. Spent skill points. we have everyone leveled up, so they have 1 point to spec. I mean, I gotta save. Exploring world map. So wait, so you can spend, let's see, hold to unlock. You must spend 3 skill points in this ability branch to unlock this skill. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I don't think I can switch to another category. These are the only categories I get for the class that my character selected. So yeah, so that these are only the 3 categories each of these guys can level up in. I don't get anything. I don't get to pick like this Nimbo skill, for example. Like this is, unless you're a Princeps, you can't get this skill for. Okay, I guess that's how this works. Oh, I guess I'm gonna stick with going Matic for here. So what? I can. Let's see. Field Matic. I kind of want to do Field Matic. This one might be good to have. Kier, active skill, removes these negative status effects. I mean, that is going to be this. I think this is going to be really useful to have this. Definitely think this might be good. I don't even know how to. I don't even have like a healing skill though. How do I heal my guys? I don't really need this yet. 5% chance. Okay, what are the chances this poison actually affects? I mean, I guess it'd be nice to have. Be like, oh, I actually hit a guy and they actually get poisoned. Wow, that'd be pretty sweet. What is this? This is gives what? Maximum movement? I don't care about that. I guess I do this. I do Kier, or I just do Field Matic just to have, you know what? F it. Field Matic. I mean, I guess I gotta be healer here. That's like the best thing I can do. So, heal. And then this guy, I guess he already has 1 point in this thing. So he's like, I guess he goes Defender. But these other skills could be also useful, right? I mean, the thing is, I don't know like what's good. I have to like read all these things and see like what I really want. Like this is nice to have. More maximum health would increase your survival. This guy's basically going to be tanking for me. He's going to walk in there and take all the aggro, right? That's literally his job. All resistances. This is nice. That's a nice passive to have. That's another passive skill. Restores 1 armor per stack of strong. Which is this thing. Oh, this is for your shield. So you're basically gonna like defend with the shield a lot. Yeah, this is basically for just blocking with shield. Okay, Vanguard. The best defense. Shield damage at full shield strength. Also, I am not sure, but I might be able to create my own followers as well, like I did in the last game, my own Praetorians, if you will. So I might be able to like create my own guys. So if I do that, I'm definitely gonna make, you know, there's a couple characters I could definitely make. So these are just like your story characters that you get as you play the game, right? I mean, I guess, you know, active skills are nice, but I mean, I feel like getting these passive skills are really good to have as well. I guess I'll just get this for him. All resistance. I mean, may as well make him like, he's gonna have to be a tank for now. So, what does this do? Applies immune to all negative statuses, affects shields. Repair. Broken, expose, sunder. That's a lot of negative status effects. I don't. Restores 1 armor per stack of straw. This one gives you regain 2 stacks of straw. The character will deflect the next attack. Each stack, and this is what it just restores 1 armor person. So just more, you're basically just shielding. You're basically shielding up for more, right? Is that how that works? For each stack, 25% of the character's shield is restored at the beginning of the turn. 1 stack is lost every time the shield takes a hit. This thing gives you 1 armor per stat. I mean, I guess that's good to just do this to buff up your shield and you get more armor, basically. This just gives me all resistances, which also good. I guess I'll try this shield thing and see how this works. I don't know. I mean, might as well. We're just figuring it out as I go. Okay, this guy's also a Triaris or whatever. Okay, I don't want him to be, he doesn't need to be a healer as well, does he? I mean, that's not bad. I'm gonna give him something different here. Let's make this guy, what does this do? The character cannot fail morale checks. How good is that? Morale check, I'm not actually sure. Downing an enemy awards morale to allied characters within. It says something about morale that is also good. That's like a new, I think that's like a new mechanic in this game, morale. Applies rally to all allies. 20% damage. That could be good. Warhorn basically makes them stronger. Yeah, but this basically costs him, like, I can't attack with this guy if I use this, right? It's an active skill, so it basically uses up your attack. You gain mode which applies bolster to all allies. This is a passive, so you just get this automatically, right? Bolster to allies. Character cannot fail. I mean, I don't know what this means. I guess I'll just get it and see. I mean, I don't. Maybe it comes in use, but I don't know. I'm just gonna try it and see. And this guy he is a duelist. Okay, what does focus even do? At the beginning of combat, like, is focus what you need to? Oh yeah, cost focus to use these things. Oh, interesting. So I think you want this then, right? Grants focus at the, okay, I'm just gonna get this. I don't know, this is probably something you need then, I'm guessing, to use your skills here. Okay, focus. There. That's easy. toga. What the F would I wear this toga? This is not even good. This is not even armor. Toga. Get this instead here. We could always do this, and I could always go into battle naked. Okay, that's not really. I mean, as titillating as this is, to have my leader going to battle with no clothes on, I don't think that's a wise thing to do. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not go into combat naked, and that's way too much of a challenge to have all your characters with no armor and like. Yeah, we're probably all gonna get killed in like 1 and 2 hits. No battle armor of any kind. Yeah, let's not do that. Also, I was thinking if anyone can use this. I mean, I guess this weapon gives it my. I don't think anyone else can really use this, so. This followers. Usually you are asked to select which Praetorians to bring with you when you enter a location from the Mora. In this case, however, the story dictates that you must bring specific characters, so just confirm the selection this time. Okay. Yeah, I figure if you go to a certain location, you can only bring a certain amount of followers. You can't bring everyone, so I kind of understand. This one, I guess it's just...
We might be at the wrong spot. There's no one here.
Oh, this is where I was supposed to go for the... Okay. It appears so. Let's head back. Lucullus said his agent would be here.
Lucullus is clearly mistaken. If there was someone here, I would know.
That's a very useful skill.
Hey, don't move.
Calm down. I am Julius Calidus of the Occulta Speculatores of Legio Prima Italica. I presume you are my reinforcements.
I am not your reinforcements. I am your new Prima. Impressive. I didn't see you at all. We were told to rendezvous with you and destroy the pirate navy.
The only way I can think of to destroy a navy on foot is to burn it down. Some Greek fire sure would be useful for that, wouldn't you say? Conveniently, there is a whole warehouse full of it right down there. Unfortunately, the moment we move into that warehouse, they will sound the alarm. So, we should be quick.
That seems straightforward enough. We should make sure nobody escapes. The last thing we need is reinforcements from Mytilene. Can't we simply occupy the warehouse?
We could, if we had need of a warehouse. As it happens, we need only the goods stored within. There's a small camp of sentries just down this hill. If we hit them first, they won't show up as reinforcements.
But then the ones inside the warehouse will hear the fighting and be ready for us.
You have touched the matter with a needle. The choice is yours, Prima.
Deal with the sentries outside the warehouse. Break into the warehouse and steal enough Greek fire to burn Mytilene's fleet. Oh, this is the... Trial by fire! Deal with the sentries outside the warehouse. That's an optional thing. Wait, did I just get a new party member? How do I... No, I did not. Okay, I thought this person joined my party. No. Okay. I'm still used to pressing a map and there's like no map here. Freaking A. First real quest. I'm also debating whether I should stop here for now or do this. I may need to have to take a break or something. Well, how long have we been playing for? 3 hours already? What time is it? It's 11 p.m. my time. I don't think this is gonna take. Yeah, you know what? No, it's probably gonna take a while. Yeah. Honestly, oh wow, this is okay. There's a lot to cover. Okay, so this is a fairly yeah. Without seeing a campaign map, I don't know how much I can like explore this here, but it looks like there's a lot of. I mean, you can clearly see that there's it's basically like the last game. You enter a different part of the map and it loads up this new area. So yeah, there's a lot to. I can also leave and then re-enter this place, but. Yeah, so it's basically like the last game where you you know, once you enter an area, a location, like the timer, the time stops or whatever. Like, yeah, I don't see like that. Only time passes when you're in the world map, and like, oh, now it's moving to whatever. So, only because I don't know how long this will take. I think it's probably a good stopping point here. I honestly just wanted to, you know, pretty much, you know, this is going to be the next game I start here. I was debating whether to play this one or the, or Grandia 2. And I'm like, you know what, I kind of want to get through Expeditions Rome a little bit more, so I think we'll play this. We'll play this one first, you know, starting off the year here, and then I'll play Grandia 2 after this one, so. But like I said, February, there's something important coming up. I'm gonna have to stream something else for the month of February till I finish it. Then we'll resume Expeditions Rome, and might take a while. I think this game's gonna be a pretty lengthy one, you know. See how long it takes me to get through it. Then I'll jump to Grandia 2, a JRPG. Grandia 2 HD. Guess we'll play that, so that should be good for the beginning of the year here, right? You know, got a special game for February that we got to play, however long that takes. Then we'll come back to resume Expeditions Rome here. Oh, I also forgot to check. Oh man, fudge. I don't know where the good webcam placement was. Dang it! Hold on, let me. I wanted to see where to put the webcam. This is not. This might not be the. How do I talk to anyone? Dang it. Ah, shoot. Let me just leave. I'm not gonna make a save. I want to see where to place the webcam here. Yeah, see the in-game, the timer, the date only moves when you're like, I guess when you're traveling here. I mean, like when you're in a location, it doesn't actually move unless, you know, you force it or whatever. Let me just see if this is a good webcam placement. I don't.
Domina.
Okay, wow, my character portraits are actually. I mean, okay, like, what am I supposed to do? I mean, I can't. There's no good spot for it. I can't put it up here anymore because it blocks out whatever like on the world map HUD. I guess I'm just gonna block my character portrait then. I mean, or the other character's portrait. I mean, doesn't really matter. I mean, I usually like putting the webcam in the bottom right. That's like my preference for most games. So maybe this is it. Oh, but it is blocking stuff in the menu. Oh my! Bottom left is probably. I mean, what is it? It's blocking what's freaking. Honestly, it's not even blocking anything that important, to be honest. I think bottom right is where it's at. I don't care. I mean, you're gonna lose out on a character portraits, whatever. That's just how it's gotta be. There's no other place I can put this in. I think I might be blocking something in the combat, but I don't remember. So, oh wow, I guess I need to get into an actual battle to see. Rations consumed. I guess we'll just leave it in the bottom right for now until until I find a good spot for it. But anyway, I guess what I was saying. I guess we'll resume this one after I play another. I gotta go through another game for February. However long that takes, then we'll finish that up, and then I'll come back and resume the expeditions here. But yeah, I pretty much wanted to just like start up the new game here, create my character and everything, which was didn't take as long as I thought it would, so that's pretty good. And then just kind of see like the new mechanics, the new things in this game here that made it different from the previous game. So, but so far so good. I mean, I'm definitely interested how this game plays versus, you know, Viking. Oh god, there's so much stuff you can read here. I mean, if I wanted to know more about the game, oh yeah, definitely read through all this stuff, the codex here. So yes, if I wanted to like figure some stuff out myself, I can just look through this on my own time. This is way too much information. I'm not going through this on stream. That's just ridiculous, but there's a codex for a bunch of stuff here. So, I mean, I guess if I want to see things, it's all here for me to read and look at, so I guess if I want to know some more just for whatever stuff, it's all there. I guess that's pretty much it. There's nothing else to really say, you know. I am intrigued, interested in this game so far. Well, let's see how it goes when we come back and resume the gameplay here. So, not bad for day one here. Just kind of creating my character, my profile, and everything, and just checking the game out. I think there was one thing I know about this game is like there's no in-game time limit like it was in the second game. So I can do things for as long as I possibly can, or for as long as I want to. If the first game didn't have a time limit, I don't know why they added it in the second game. It's just really kind of ruined things. I just wanted to play for as long as I can, but so the third game doesn't have some sort of time limit. Like, oh, if you don't finish your thing by so-and-so time period, then game over, or no, the game is finished, whether you want it to end or not. So yeah, I'm glad they got rid of that. That was just kind of dumb to have like a deadline in the second game, but so hopefully this one is. Oh, and I just realized aren't these three guys? Oh, maybe this fourth person. I also couldn't. Okay, I couldn't tell if that was a boy or a girl. Honestly, it looked like a girl at first, but maybe it's I mean, I saw the name, Julius Calidus, but then I heard them speak, and I'm like, is this a female? I'm sorry, I couldn't tell, but oh, these are my 4 followers. There's Bestia, there's the Cineris, and Kaiso, and then this must be the fourth person I just I just met, which I guess will become my archer. Okay. I can't confirm if it's a male or female. I'm sorry, it's hard to tell with this character yet, but I see a bow in your hand, so there we go. So I actually have all 4 of the classes. What is it? Sagittarius, Velis, Princeps, and Triarius, right? So okay, so those are like the 4 story characters, the 4 important characters to your team. I didn't realize until I saw these 2 guys over here. Then I'm like, oh, then these 2. Okay. So those are like your 4. Those are like the 4 important characters in your party. I don't know if I will get others to join me, like other story characters, or I create my own army. You know, create my own guys here. But okay, I just recognized this just now. But yeah. Anyways, we'll stop here. I just wanted to get a feeling for the game here. First day playing this, I'm already interested. I've been wanting to play this for a while now. Now we're finally getting around to Expeditions Rome. All right, here we go. I will resume this once I finish up some other things, and we'll get back to the expedition of the Roman Empire here. Oh, maybe it's not the Roman Empire yet. I'm not sure. I also forget what time what era does this take place in. I don't think I know what the time period. Did it say what time period I was starting in history-wise? I don't. Ah, you know what? You'll figure it out as you play through the game. Figure it out. Okay, we'll stop here for now then. Stop the expedition for now.